What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to JJD TV. I'm your host, Josh, and we are back again with another match watch-along with the upcoming game between Borussia Dortmund and Club Brugge. So, to just dive right in, because we're a little under 10 minutes away from kickoff, we're just going to tackle the starting 11. And I did in my preview video a starting 11. I was actually relatively close, but I'm pretty happy with what I see. So we're lining up in the 4-2-3-1. We have Brugge in net. Again, no surprise with Munde starting at right back. That's great. I mean, we wanted Munde as one of our key players to keep an eye on because he's against his former club. And then I was curious what was going to happen in the center back position, as we have obviously Akanji, who's in incredible form right now, starting there. And then I didn't know who was going to go beside Akanji. If it was going to be Piszczek, I mean, I thought potentially Delaney could go there. I just felt like with this CDM versus the right back might have been the more natural fit, but I'm assuming Akanji's going to stick on the right center back position because he's right-footed. That's where he's most comfortable. He does like playing in the back four. Some people were debating whether we'd go into that back three or not. So I like it. I like that Delaney's coming in for the left center back. He's going to come with the left foot, which will be kind of nice to help play open the back, and it should be a pretty decent... LOL, you started the watch-along when I got to go to sleep. My friend, I believe you're from India, if I remember correctly, and I am not sure what time it is there, so if you can let me know what time it is, I'm sorry. I wish I could control when the game was being played, but I'm glad you're sticking with us for however long you may be before you go to bed. But anyways, Marco says, hi, friend. How you doing? Welcome to the watch-along. We're just tackling the starting 11 right now, and we're talking about the major talking point, which is obviously Thomas Delaney starting in. And Delaney, I'm happy with it. Like I said, I think he's going to start on the left-sided of the center back. He's left-footed. That's obviously helpful for him to get going, breaking out from the back. I mean, if you brought in Piszczek, who's not used to playing in a back four, on top of the fact that he's right-footed, either Akanji or Piszczek would have to slide over to that left. It's just not very natural for each of them. So I do like Delaney as a CB. But yeah. Yeah, Dario. Delaney is playing center back today. He'll be playing in. I mean, the game hasn't started yet, but if I'm doing my prediction, I'm going to say Delaney's playing in the left center back spot. So that's what's going to happen. It's going to be Akanji, it's going to be Delaney, just a straight replacement for Hummels, and we'll have to see how he gets on. But I don't mind it. The only other option, in my opinion, could have been Piszczek, but the left foot of Delaney, as well as he's in relatively decent form, that's not too bad. And then we have Guerrero starting out on left back, which, again, I think he may or may not play more than 60, 70 minutes with the Bayern game obviously upcoming. And then in the middle of the park, we got our player of the month, our featured player in Dahoud, and it's obviously, it's Mo's mustache month, so that's awesome that he's starting this game, and he's in beside the skipper for tonight, and that's Axel Witsel as our two CDMs in the 4-2-3-1. So I don't mind it because we needed to. I thought maybe Dahoud and Delaney were going to start in that center defensive mid pairing, but Delaney's obviously dropping back to center back. Witsel had a relatively decent game against Zenit, so I respect that as well, and we get to see Witsel wear the armband, which is always nice for him. And then the front four, Sancho got the rest that we assumed he probably would, and we got Hazard out on the right attacking mid, we got Reina out on the left attacking mid, Brandt through the middle, and then the surprise again of the day is Haaland is starting. So there was obviously some rumors that he may or may not have been fit just in time for this. He was practicing, and now he's back in, and he's going to be raring to go. So that is our lineup. I'm glad we stuck with the 4-2-3-1. Some people thought we may shift into the 3-4-3. For me, the 4-2-3-1's the way to go. We got Dahoud, who's, again, we're doing Movember. If you haven't noticed, if you can't tell by the little muzzy on my face, we are doing Movember. So the link will be in our description for Movember, and Dahoud is our featured player of the month, and I'm excited to see him because he's on fantastic form right now, and I can't wait to see how he can hopefully have a big impact on the game today. Because if you guys have been keeping an eye on the other game to happen earlier today, that was the Zenit and Lazio game. It ended in a 1-1 draw, which means if we win this, we are back top of the group with 6 points. Lazio would be on 5, Club Brugge 4, and Zenit with 1. So not too bad. We got a lot to play for, and I really like the starting 11 that we got out here today. So Marco is from Serbia. So welcome, Marco, from Serbia. I'm obviously from Canada. That's quite a ways away, but welcome to the stream. Bye, gotta sleep. 1:25 in the morning. All right. Our friend from India has to go to bed. That's understandable because it's 1:25 in the morning. Footy X HD, hello again. Our guy who successfully predicted that Hummels would become the striker we desperately needed in the last game is back, but unfortunately Hummels isn't quite fit. We're hoping he'll be fit for the weekend. That is what it's kind of looking like, but welcome back. Hazard and Brandt, GNA, go wild. They are going to go wild today. I'm really hoping that the front four can have a good impact of the game. I'm especially curious to see how Reyna can do because, like I said, Reyna hasn't, since we switched to the 4-2-3-1, hasn't been in outrageous form, but because he's better in the middle. Like, he's not really that left attacking mid. He'd rather play through the middle, do that interchangeable work with Royce, Brandt, whoever it may be. But so I'm curious to see how he'll get on today. I'm hoping for a good performance from him because we want to see Gio get fired up, and he's got a little bit to play for because he just got selected for the first time for the U.S. men's national team. So huge shout out to Gio Reyna. Let's see and hope that he gets off today with a good performance and celebrate that first international call-up because I think it's safe to say that Gio will be in that starting 11 for the United States for quite some time now. So that's awesome. Hello, I'm from Italy. Daria, welcome from Italy. We got, wasn't sure that you were from Italy, but I believe you're our first Italian viewer to the channel, so that's awesome. Welcome to the watch along. The boys are just getting ready and just getting out on the pitch right now. I see Dahoud with a little bit of a mustache. That's good. That's what we wanted to see. But it's going to be a good and it's going to be a very important game. I don't think going into the game today we were expecting the result we got from Zenit. Zenit was winning the game for a long period, and then a late goal by Lazio took a point, but it still works out decently in our favor because, like I said, if we get a good performance here, we get a good victory, we jump to the top of the table. We'll be 2-1 with 6 points, and we'll be back in the control after the halfway point, and then we return back to Club Brugge where we can even extend our lead. So this is an important game. I was a little bit nervous of what our starting 11 would look like, but I'm pretty satisfied with the 4-2-3-1, and I'm very happy to see Dahoud get back in there because, yes, he's our featured player of the month, but I think he's got a huge role to play for us coming up in the next few games. Footy X HD called out Hummels being our secret striker last game. He is now calling out that Brandt is coming in with a master class. So I'm gonna back him because, yeah, I mean, how can we argue with that when he nailed that Hummels was gonna have a huge performance in the last game? So I'm right with you. I hope that Brandt, playing in that number 10 role, can find a little bit of chemistry with Gio Hazard and the surprise of Haaland up front, and that just makes me feel so much more secure. I'm hoping we get a good start to the game, get a couple goals maybe in the first half. That's something that we've been struggling with getting off because I don't want to see Haaland play the whole game. I don't really want to see Guerrero play the whole game either. If Dahoud's planning to start against Bayern, I'd like to see some of these players come off relatively early. So we've had some struggles scoring in the first half of games, so now it's going to be hopefully an opportunity for us to do so, break that little streak of not scoring in the first half, and then go on our way. So Reyna is going to be quiet. He's no good on the left wing, and that's a fair point. I mean, Gio was a player I mentioned in our pregame that I wanted to keep an eye on because he's not in excellent form, but he's playing out of position. When we played in the 3-4-3, he played as the two right under Haaland, more as attacking midfielders. They were very interchangeable where they played, playing alongside Royce. I think he's very good with, but now he's naturally, or not naturally, but now he's actually out on the left attacking mid position with Brandt taking up that cam position. So it's going to be a little bit hard for him to get engaged and seeing how he'll do there. But I'm really hoping for a good lineup here. I'm seeing on the screen right now that it's showing the Delaney is playing on the right center back, Akanji on the left. I can't imagine that's how they're going to line up just because Delaney's got that left foot. Akanji's obviously right-footed. Akanji plays as the right center back. Not that that's a huge deal, but I just feel like that's going to be switched and Delaney will be playing as the left center back and Akanji the right. Go BBB. Hat-trick from Haaland. I'm hoping for a hat-trick for Haaland. It's just a presence that he brings to the table. When you know that he's in, you know that there's some goals in the squad, and we saw with the last game with Royce kind of playing up top that just killer instinct wasn't quite there because we didn't have a madman Haaland up front. But let me know where you guys are watching from today. I know that I've already seen we have someone from Serbia, Italy. We had our Indian friend who had to go because it's 1:30 in the morning there. But let me know where you guys are watching from. I'm obviously watching from Ontario in Canada and participating in Movember. I'm Very, very happy with that, you know. And we're about to kick off, so let's get this watch along underway, and we're getting going. First ball goes to Dahoud, our guy. So there we are. And I believe Club Brugge is lining up with that 3-5-2 formation, which is what I touched on in the preview. They're going to play that because obviously they were going to want to be a little bit more compact defensively. It gives them a little bit of an extra body at the back. So it'll be interesting to see how they do. Emmanuel Dennis is one that I want to kind of keep an eye on. He's quick. He presses very well. So we'll see how the guys line up. But right now it does kind of look like Delaney is going to be playing in that left or right center back position, which is a little bit surprising for me. But it also looks like Witzel's dropping pretty deep too. So, I mean, I'm not even really sure what's going on. Sometimes with FootMob, they get it wrong because they honestly don't know what the formation is until we're in game here. But we got Guerrero on the ball right now. Finds Hazard to our boy Dahoud. Oh, gets absolutely crunched. Brandt's got it back to Delaney. So Delaney's playing pretty high up the field. It is actually looking like Witzel may be playing as a center back, which would make sense why Akanji is on the right. So I actually kind of think that might be how it's going. So I'm expecting at our CDM it's going to be Delaney on the left, Dahoud on the right, with Witzel playing as the right center back, Akanji left center back. But Brandt's on the ball right here. Kicks it on over to Gio. Well, that's interesting. Let me know what you guys think of the starting lineup here. Are you happy with it? And if you think that Witzel should be playing as the center back, that's a nice little ball in the box. Well defended. Because I wasn't too sure. I thought that honestly that Delaney would have been it because he did play in that 3-back position. But it looks like it's Witzel. Witzel's, I don't see having any issue with him starting as that center back position. He's got some decent defensive abilities, and I think being alongside Akanji, he's good with the ball. It could be decent. I'm not overly sure, but Brandt's got the ball here, and I think he's gonna be pretty important to link up with Gio today because you don't want to see Gio go too long without the ball. He'll get very, very isolated and out of the game quickly. But Hazard a nice little ball over to Brandt. He's taking a look, kicking it out to Meunier. Are we expecting a goal from Meunier today? I don't know. I'm hoping. It'd be a nice little start for him. That's a nice little interchangeable ball out there. And well defended for Club Brugge. And they might have went out for a corner. It kind of looks like it did. We have our first corner of the game. Let me know out there as well if any of you guys are participating in Movember. I obviously am. If we're raising money in Movember for men's health, so that's obviously fantastic. And we're going to be doing so through the channel. So if you guys are doing so, let me know as well because that's absolutely fantastic. I put money on BVB. Ooh, my man, how much money did you put on? Not a bad bet. But Guerrero whips the ball into the box. Well defended by Club Brugge. We might get producer T to throw some money down too. He likes getting in the bets. But it's an important game. I mean, we can go top of the group here. It's a good opportunity against a Club Brugge team who realistically should be one of the weaker oppositions we got going here. But it'd be great. It's something that we need. Gets us to relax a little bit more in the Champions League. Just because if we are able to get on top here, oh, that's nice. Oh, well defended. So that's what we like to see from Witzel. Witzel's got great defensive awareness about him, which is why he's always striven in that CDM role. But I haven't seen him play too much as a center back. But he did have a nice interception there as Club Brugge looked to get us on the break. So that's good. I don't know. I'm still surprised that it's not Delaney playing as the center back, but I'm a little bit happy about it just because we want to see Delaney and Dahoud with that midfield partnership. I really think that's going to be something we need going forward. But oh, we got a Club Brugge fan in the chat, so that's good. I mean, I like running into some of our opposition's fans from time to time. So welcome to our watch along, Club Brugge fan, wherever you went. I lost you in the chat, but we have a little bit more BVB fans here than Club Brugge, that's for sure. But it should be a fun game today. A couple of decent players on Club Brugge you want to keep an eye out, as well as Seaman Minuet, who a lot of you guys will obviously be familiar with your time at Liverpool. But they had a decent shot there. That would have not been the start we wanted. We need that first half goal. I still think it's psyching us out a little bit. Looks like we've got another Club Brugge fan here in the chat, so that's fun. We have a couple of them putting their black and blue, but I think we need a little bit more yellow in there, guys. So let's drown out the black and blue of the Club Brugge fans. But you're welcome to stay for the watch along. It'd be interesting to have you guys here and let us know your point of view from the game as we look to top the group. Because Brandt's on the ball right now, and we don't look overly assertive so far. We haven't had too many chances. We're only only 5 minutes in, but it'll be interesting without Hummels there. He's been playing such an important role for us going forward, and obviously without him, I got 750 on VPPP. All right, we got a real bettor in the house. I like that. I don't know if anyone's gonna be able to top that bet. $750. I like that. We're gonna have to get Faber on the phone here and make sure that the boys come home with a win for you. Otherwise, it's gonna be a tough loss. But I mean, they should. But here comes Hazard. I think he just found a nice little ball. Well intercepted. $750. One of our viewers here has got on here, so we absolutely need to win this. Otherwise, we're gonna have a pretty upset fan. But but we look good. I mean, our front four should be able to do some pieces today on Bruges, especially with Haaland coming in. I honestly didn't think he was gonna start. I had a feeling that Royce would have started, or potentially even Renier as a surprise little striker start, but having our talisman up front is obviously huge for us, so they better not lose. Yes. Yeah, so $750. I was expecting like a $5 bet, but no, you blew me out of the water there. Big hitter over here. That's well defended by Akanji. And I mean, there's no reason we shouldn't win this. We have a top spot on the line. This game obviously means a lot more than we thought going into it. So we absolutely need to come in here today and get a big performance. Hazard looks pretty bright so far. I've been liking the way that he's looking. Looks a little refreshed coming back from injury. But we do have a lot of the ball. Club Brugge has broke a couple times on the counter, so that's something we got to be a little bit wary of. Kevin's back into the stream. I'm expecting a win this game despite missing Hummels in the back. I think we absolutely have to expect that. I think with a game like this, top spots on the line, we know the result going in. We have a pretty solid starting 11, if you ask me. This game should be ours, and we should be able to win at the end of it with top of the group. But you never know. I mean, Club Brugge had already the best chance so far. We're only 7 minutes in. But those are kind of happen when you sit deep. They have a lot of men behind the ball right now. They're definitely playing with the 5 back. Looks like 5-3-2. If you ask me, the 3 center backs are there. But we have Haaland in, and we have like a decent front four. We have a well-balanced team. We were just basically missing Hummels. Oh, that's a nice ball there from our boy Dahoud. Finds Meunier. Oh, I'm not sure what happened there. I think he might have... Nope, goal kick. That's a shame. But yeah, even without Hummels, we should be the heavy favorites. It looks like we have Witsel sliding in, so Akanji's going over to the left center back. Witsel taking the right center back on, and they should still be enough. I mean, we love the way Hummels is playing right now. We won him healthy for the Bayern game. It was a no-brainer to me to rest Hummels, but we still, on paper, should be able to come through this game knowing that top spot's on the line. So I'm hoping for a good game today. Maybe turnover. We have an important match this week. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying too with Guerrero, maybe Dahoud, Haaland. I can't see them playing more than 60, 65 minutes, especially Haaland coming back from a little knock. I need him rested. He needs to be firing for this Bayern game, which is why it's so important for us to get a first half goal. We've been struggling getting first half goals for a long time now. We need to get one because it can just relax the team a little bit. We can make those changes to rest some players for the most important game by far of this season. I can't stand losing to Bayern. I had a little argument already today with a Bayern fan who brought up the fact that they like to that they have the right to buy our players because they helped us in bankruptcy. I don't know. It was a whole thing. But I totally disagree with that. They have no entitlement to our players. They're talking about Haaland's release clause, obviously, which pinched a nerve. I still am not over the Mario Götze exit, so I just want to beat Bayern. I think this is a perfect opportunity. Hopefully Hummels and Haaland will be completely fit back in the game, and we can go top of the Bundesliga, which is, to me, the most important thing. But we have a nice little ball there, but it's well defended. And let me know what you guys think. Right now, what's the most important thing to you? Is it the Bundesliga or is it the Champions League? Because for me, nothing's more important than the Bundesliga. I know obviously Bayern is on another level right now, but if we're able to somehow have a string of results and get a big win against Bayern, it could go a long way in going for the title this season. But I love the Champions League as well. That's why we're here doing the watch along, hoping that we can go top of our group, as we should be heavy favorites for it. These are the type of games like the one last weekend we just need to win. exactly. I don't care, Kevin, the way that we get it done. We have struggled in the past seasons a game like this against lower opposition. And yeah, you nailed the nail on the head there. That's a nice ball in the box. Ooh. Still in. Again in the box. Well defended. I'm not sure who that was, but that was a well defended. That was a good opportunity for Club Brugge, but Holland's got it there. But yes, we've definitely struggled against some teams like this over the years, and we've given up very valuable points. This is an important game. By no stretch of the imagination is it not. We win, we go top of the group. It puts a lot of pressure on the other teams to try to get results. They're going to be having to take on each other, and they're going to lose points, and then we get to go back to play Club Brugge in the next game. So knowing that we go top of the table right here is definitely huge, and these are the type of games that we just can't lose. So I definitely hope that we can get it through. I think with the lineup we got out there, we should be the favorites. We should be able to get in here and come out with a result. So yeah, but I just don't want to see those kind of stagnant results that we've seen over the past few seasons. There's been a couple times in the Champions League, even against Club Brugge, when we ended up topping the group against Atletico a few seasons ago. We tied Club Brugge at home. Those are the kind of games that we can sometimes let slip away, which is why this first half goal is going to be driving me crazy, because I definitely want it to happen here. But if you guys are watching right now, and I've been watching a few times already, you've known that I've mentioned that there's a special little surprise coming up that is related to the team itself. So that surprise, thankfully, is coming out tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So for all of you guys out there, if you're not subscribed to the channel, definitely do so, because you're going to see a very, very fun little video tomorrow morning with an awesome surprise that involves the club itself. So be sure to subscribe. We're on our way to 1,000 subscribers, and we got to get our community board once we achieve that. And so I'm hoping you guys can do that, but definitely mark it down. 10 a.m. tomorrow morning Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be having a awesome little surprise we got going from you guys that involves the club. So. And if you haven't checked out our Movember page, definitely do so. I'm just talking right now because we were on a little bit of break. But JJD TV is participating in Movember, which is why we have a beautiful mustache. Me and producer T are growing here, and we're raising money for men's health. So always a good charity and things to do, and it's just a fun way to partake. So definitely check it out. Links in our description. We're on the break right now with Brandt, though, so we're looking pretty solid. And Dahoud hasn't been on the ball a lot, and I want to see him get on the ball a lot this game, because I think he's going to be very important in the games to come. Just the way he's been playing of late, the way he creates space for himself, his passing ability has been absolutely sensational. And I really want to see him keep it coming here. So what's the difference between us and Bayern past seasons? Or that's a difference. Yes, that is a difference. Bayern's had that killer instinct where they can just kill off games. They were in a 2-2 draw until I think the 70th or 80th minute last night, and then they just somehow pop 4 in the back of the net. It's ridiculous watching that team. I don't like it. I win $450 if BBB wins. Let's go. Oh, and we're off. There we go, boys. The front 4 clicks. Exactly what you want. Our one viewer's $450 is looking pretty right now. But we got our first half goal, boys. That's the way it's got to be. That's what we like to see. Thorgan Hazard too. I said he was looking bright in the start of the game, and he got off right there, and that's perfect. It looked like a pretty decent build-up. Mignolet got a little piece of it, but it wasn't enough. And with that, we've broken that little streak. It was a nice little ball over here, though, with a nice look by Delaney. He had a beautiful swing into the box. It looked like it was Meunier. Meunier just missed that. Meunier could have easily had a little tap in there, but just missed it. Luckily for us, Thorgan Hazard put it in the back of the net. That's perfect. And with that, we've broken the streak. Our first half goal. And that's awesome. That's what we needed. Because hopefully we can keep building on this, and then when we need to, we can take off Holland, take off Guerrero, take off the boys that need the rest for the upcoming game. And it's just been in our head a little bit. It's been in my head, at least. I was so sick of not getting a first half goal. I thought the performances the past 3 games were awesome because of the possession and that we broke down teams, but it was still in the back of the mind, and you guys were saying, Josh, we haven't scored a first half goal. That's going to bite us in the butt. We broke the streak. Thorgan Hazard with a nice little finish there, and that's absolutely perfect. Gotta love it. I need to scroll back up here because our one viewer's got $450 that's going in his pocket, my friend. So we need to keep the scoreline up for you. Good luck, you guys, from a Bayern fan here. Winston, well, we appreciate it. We should have a good matchup on the weekend, and we are hoping to beat you guys. So that's what we want. Kevin, I was so happy last game we actually scored a header. Yes, our talisman, apparently the new striker, and Mats Hummels had a beautiful game last game. I feel like we don't really have crosses anymore. Well, Kevin, as you say that, we jinxed it because Delaney swung in a beautiful cross, which is obviously why he is not playing center back today. And Thomas Meunier just about tucked it in, but luckily Hazard did. So you almost called that one, or you know, at least jinxed it. We got a cross goal. Dwight says, I don't qualify as a full-time Bruges fan, but I am a U.S. men's national team fan. Of course, preferred as a result in this match would be a brace for Gio and Holland, and then a second-half goalkeeper sub. Fair point. Well, Dwight, we're Canadian here on, well, I am on the channel, as is producer T. So, welcome to the channel. If you haven't subscribed, please do so, because we very much appreciate it, and we're on the way to 1,000 subscribers so we can get our little community board. And yeah, I mean, that's awesome. That I like finding a couple of the Club Brugge fans that make their way over here from these kind of games. But that was a nice interception there by Guerrero, who cycles it the other way, is taking a look. And he finds a beautiful ball to Holland. Ow, Mignolet, not playing around. And then a bunch of goals in the comments, of course. First half goal, we're excited. Siva, our Australian friend, the beauty from the land down under, first half goal. Absolutely, very excited for that. Siva, welcome to the channel. I'm not sure what time it is in Australia, but I can't imagine it's early. And yeah, we got treated to a first half goal. It was a nice build-up play. Thomas Delaney doing what Thomas Delaney can do, making his way up the pitch and getting a nice little cross in. Let's go. Our boy was $450 on the table. We like it. First half goal. My stream's behind. Oh, Kevin, that's no good. Yeah, our producer T, what are we behind the actual play? Are we 20, just under 20. We're just under 20 seconds behind the actual stream. So I mean, just over 20 ahead of the actual, or behind the actual stream. But yeah, so hopefully you guys' stream, you can match it up some way. But I mean, we obviously have the nice scoreboard up there. Shout out to producer T putting that beautiful thing up there for you guys to be able to know what time it's at, as well as the little Champions League logo, because producer T cares about you guys. Each stream we're doing better, so let's give a big shout out to producer T. But we got Holland on the ball right now. He's taking a look and well defended as we win a corner. No, we'll beat you guys, haha. Hoping for another 4-0, 5-0. Oh, Winston, my guy. Glad I can eat my own words here. There we go, I like it. That was a good interception there by Holland. Rush in the box, kind of ran out of options, but we got a corner. We got a lot of pressure, we got a lot of possession right now. I don't trust any kind of lead after the Schalke 4-4. Yeah, the Schalke 4-4 was one of the most saddest times I've been after a game, because they were just such a poor team. But again, those derby games. But we got a corner kick here. Gio is taking it. Then ow, Witzel, and there it is, Holland, and that's what he can bring. And now, Fabra, I need to tell you, if I can get a hold of you in some way, shape, or form, you're taking Holland off in the 60th minute. If we're up 3-0 at halftime, you're taking him off at halftime. We cannot risk him. He's already got his goal. Let him get his feet. But just like that, ladies and gentlemen, it is 2-0. We're sitting pretty. 2 first half goals. That is absolutely fantastic. Perfect. Perfect start. I know Footy X HD mentioned our 4-0 comeback from Schalke there, but we're not even going to think about that right now. No, we're not. Because we got a 2-0 lead. Mignolet got a little piece of it again, but Holland doing what Holland does as a poacher. Puts it in the back of the net. Oh, but producer T comes in with a jab. If you guys did notice, I was on a pretty nice streak. I successfully predicted the Schalke scoreline, the Zenit scoreline, and, of course, the weekend's match as well. Who did we play on the weekend? The Bielefeld game. So I was 3 for 3, nailing every scoreline, and I predicted this game would be a 1-0 draw just because I felt like we might have rested a few more players. I didn't think Holland would have made it. So Club Brugge ruined my my little streak here, but honestly, it's a good way to go out because it's 2-0 in the first half, and I can't be happier there. But we got a few no's from our Club Brugge fans in the chat. Where can I watch the live match? I mean, you have to get ESPN Plus, DAZN, something along those lines. You won't be able to find it here on YouTube. Anyone who puts the stream up will have it taken down for copyrights. But you can watch along with us here and be a part of our community and hopefully cheer on BBB as we are looking to go top of the group. Let's go. Let's go. This is huge. This is huge. Absolutely huge. I'm pumped that we were able to get 2 first half goals like that. It's something psychologically that you may not know about when obviously you play is when something is repetition happening that you just can't seem to get out of. For us, first half goals, it gets in your mind. So for me, getting 2 already, breaking that streak, going into the Bayern game, absolutely perfect. As well as I'm hoping we can rest some of our big men when it comes to halftime or the 60th minute. But yes, Josh's predictions are now ruined, but that's all right. I'm still very happy. I think we will take Haaland off for sure. We have to. There's no way he can play the whole game. I don't think he will. But I really don't want him to play any more than 60 minutes. Not a chance. He got his goal. He got his feet wet again, got back in the game. But for me, he needs to be rested. And nothing's more important than that Bayern game this weekend, which we'll be obviously doing another watch-along on. So be sure to subscribe and keep an eye on that as well. But Brugge got the ball here, and it's offside. Haja BBB. Where you watching? Stream. We have DAZN, so we're watching it on DAZN. So you guys need to have a subscription to DAZN. So you may want to look to purchase that. They bought the rights from the Champions League, so they've had it for a couple seasons now. So producer T and I are watching it off of that. And then yeah, so if you feel like dropping some dough, our boy Joshua's made it. The other Joshua to the channel, the other best Joshua viewer as on the JJD TV channel. It's a joke because my name is Josh, if you didn't know. But Joshua, welcome back to the channel. I'm assuming you're happy. It's 2-0 for Dortmund, and that's just what we want. So that's perfect. ESPN Plus doesn't have it. Oh, I don't actually have ESPN Plus. We use Sportsnet Ontario for the Bundesliga games and DAZN for the Champions League. So that's how I watch my games. Fabre's 4-2-3-1 counter-pressing wing-back tactic actually works. Yeah, I'm very surprised about the 4-2-3-1 that it's working the way that it is. It's absolutely fantastic to see that we're using the 4-2-3-1. I've never liked watching the 3-4-3. Not that I didn't like watching. I like watching it when Hakimi and Guerrero were there because it just worked in different ways when you have the 2 best wing backs in the world. But without Hakimi, man, this season it just didn't look natural, didn't look fitting. And then all of a sudden we adapted to the 4-2-3-1, which, as you guys know, has always been my favorite formation, and we're on fire. We're an absolute fire. Right now we're 9 goals for, 0 goals against, and we've taken every point that we've gotten since the switch. So for me, it's perfect. Our featured player of the month is Dahoud, and he is playing great in this formation, really striving. He's been a little quiet, in my opinion, this game, but that's fine because we're already up 2-0 and hoping to keep that going. So, and Guerrero is playing well as a wing back, or going from a wing back to a left back, and Meunier is playing way better. Can't even describe how much better he's playing than he was as a right wing back. I think we can all agree on that. Right back is where Meunier needs to play. Greetings from Dortmund. Welcome to the channel. If you are new around here, please consider subscribing. Whoever subscribes may see a little Josh. Oh, that was a nice save by Berkey. Rebound, well defended. I think that was Meunier. But if you do subscribe right now in your public, you'll see a little floating Josh with a fist pump. It's always fun. But we're on our way to 1,000 subscribers, and it all comes from your guys' support, so we really appreciate it. CBs all across too. Absolutely. Mukuku ages up this month. Completely slipped in my mind and wonder when we'll see him, how fast we'll be integrated with him. Yes, as a lot of you guys know, I was very much in favor of getting... That was definitely a foul, absolutely. I was definitely in favor of getting a backup striker. Miro Mandzukic, the type of striker, veteran presence is who I was looking for. But Dortmund didn't do it because they have Mukuku. In my opinion, they're drilling him into be a striker. He's going to be playing when Haaland isn't playing. And I think he's going to get integrated to the team the second we can. And just so you guys know, the first game he's eligible to play is the second game between Club Brugge and Dortmund. So that one's in Dortmund. Don't be surprised if Mukuku is on the bench, if not even starting that game. But he'll be someone to definitely keep an eye on. Ryan says, hey again, JJD TV. Sounds like BBB are doing good already. Listening while working again, by the way. Our boy Ryan, gotta love it. Watching in from work, and that's just what we'd like to see. We just got a fist pump from producer T. I think we got a subscriber. That's awesome. So thank you for the subscriptions, my friends. And yeah, so welcome back, Ryan. Glad to keep you occupied while you're at work, because that's what we're here for. Anyone who's at school or working, why bother listening when you can listen in to JJD TV and the boys here? But yes, we're playing very well already. The 4-2-3-1 is just clicking, man. I don't know what it is about it. I was so concerned with the back four. I was concerned with the switch over from a left wing back to a left back in Guerrero, but he's playing great. Mo Dahoud obviously is just flying. I think his partnership with Delaney is very key Delaney gives Guerrero the freedom to try to creep up when he wants to, as well as Guerrero's brought that defensive awareness into his game. And then the front four just got an unbelievable amount of talent. I think our best front four going forward, though, is going to be Hazard on the right, Sancho on the left. They're the natural wingers. Gio still hasn't shined in the left or right attacking mid. He's got to play through the middle. Our cam can be a debate. It can be Royce, obviously, when he's fully fit and healthy. Brandt can go there as well. Reyna's putting a push in, just got called up to the men's national team. Huge shout out. And then Holland up front. Easy as that. So our front four is always dangerous. But yeah, it's just we're playing very good. We're up 2-0 already, so let's just keep it going. I had a dream we would score in the first half. Well, my friend, bruh frog, we did score twice in the first half. Your dream came true. And we have a viewer with $750 on the line, so I think he said if he wins, he's gonna win $450. So that's awesome there. Great start. 25 minutes in. Let's keep it going. And while I got you guys' attention, throw a like on the video for me. We're just for the first half. I mean, come on. If anything deserves a like, it's getting 2 goals in the first half. And let's just keep it going because I want to see a big performance here. Get out of the first half with the lead, and then for me, again, I keep stressing this. Let me know what you guys are thinking about Bayern. Nothing to me is more important than the Bayern game, and I just want our best players to be rested. I want Holland to be able to come off relatively early. Getting into this start is so important. And yeah, it looks like there was a bit of a tackle here. Oh, yeah, Delaney had a nice collision, but boys are up and they're good to go. So that's always fun there. Where are we on the comments? You like 3-4-3 or 4-2-3-1? I like the 4-2-3-1 for Dortmund. I can't remember if I just obviously touched on this, but ooh. Dennis just went hard over on his back there. Oh, that's a nice ball from Dahoud. And Holland still got it because he's an animal. Swings it into the box. Ooh, that's a nice ball. It was decently hit. But yeah, I like the 4-2-3-1 because I just always like that formation more. I think without Hakimi, the 3-4-3 just doesn't look anything like it used to with us. So I hope we keep the 4-2-3-1 going forward. And considering as we speak, we're 9 goals 4-0 against and have taken every point, I think the 4-2-3-1 is going to be ours going forward. Akanji and Zagadou are the worst players, by the way. Akanji is absolutely not the worst player. Akanji is playing sensational. He had a rough season and had some poor performances, but he's completely turned his game around. And he's playing so good for us. So I'm very happy with him. He's been that little defensive awareness. But here comes Dennis. But well defended by Witsel. That's what you like to see. And he draws a foul. That's perfect. But yeah, Akanji's on top form right now. And Zagadou's obviously injured, but he's a young talent. Hopefully he can get back soon and help with our center backs because we desperately need some more center backs. So poor Witsel doesn't have to come back here and shut other people down. So, I always use the 4-2-3-1 in Football Manager. So 4-2-3-1. Yeah, the 4-2-3-1 is always my favorite formation, whether it be in FIFA, like FIFA 21, or even in the watching and even coaching. Something about it. It's just such a balanced formation. And I didn't think we had the personnel to be able to make it work here, but they're proving me wrong and they're playing great. But our boy Dahoud is on it. He's taking a look up. He has a beautiful outlet pass. But I think there was a foul, and there was. What can you do? Are you guys backing Leipzig or PSG for today? Winston, I am probably backing PSG. Leipzig seem to be in a bit of a hole. The thing about Leipzig is they like to play a lot of different formations, a lot of different personnel. That sometimes can be effective because you don't know exactly what they're going to throw out there, but it just seems to be now the team's just not clicking. So on recent form, and Moise Kean is on absolutely sensational form, I'm going to stick with PSG if you're looking to toss any bit of money on that. FC Bayern, we are coming. No, because look at Holland here. Oh, nice save by Mignolet. Tactical Manager, great start, plus the draw at the other game is pretty good. Everyone, if you are unfamiliar with Tactical Manager, be sure to go check out his channel. He just actually did a awesome collab with Adrian from Urbana TV. That was so cool. So if you guys want to check that out, we've done a little bit of work together and hoping to do some more stuff coming up as well. He's a US fan, so he's here to support Reyna for us, and he also predicted that we'd win the league. So we gotta love Tactical Manager when he jumps on here. We'll beat you guys. Winston, I love the support. How much do you want? 4-0? No. we're Winston. We're coming for you. It's going to be a good game, though. I mean, it is. I'm very curious to see how the 4-2-3-1s are going to go against each other. There are maybe a few injuries on each team. Obviously, Davies is a big loss for you guys, but Bayern's just on great form as well. So I'm curious to see how that game's going to go, but obviously I'm going to be going for Dortmund and hoping for a great result. Hummels is still injured. Yeah, he is. It looks like he may be back for the Bayern game. That's a nice ball there, though. Gio got a little bit of pace. And he shrugs the guy off the ball. That's nice. Celebrating. Nice ball. Brandt. Well defended by Club Brugge. But yeah, Hummels is still out, but I'm crossing my fingers and hoping he's back for the Bayern game. I have a sneaky suspicion he is, considering he just took off this entire game. So I'm hoping we'll be at full strength for the Bayern game. I agree with you, JJD, but it'll be a super hard win versus Bayern. But I think it's how the game is going that we're entering into the game with a great attitude. Yeah, Kevin, I mean, I'm not going to come on here and say, yeah, we're going to dominate the Bayern game, because Bayern is obviously a sensational team and they're in good form as well. But just given how we're playing right now and the confidence around the team, I mean, oh, that's a nice ball by Akanji. Well in. And here comes a nice ball as we break. But it'll be a good game. And I'm really hoping for a win, obviously. But, I mean, I'm hoping for a good game in itself, because sometimes over the years, Bayern has been really painful. That's a beautiful ball by our boy Dahoud. Oh, Meunier with the apple. There we go. That is beautiful. And that's what Dahoud's doing. This is why he's our featured player of November. He's playing sensational. What a little through ball in there. And Holland's got a second. So, I mean, take the poor man off at halftime. This is pretty much good night, Jim Kite. What a ball, though. But look at the space once it shows on the replay here. This is what Dahoud can bring to the table, and which is why it's so good to see him break into this team finally and show what he can really do, because that was sensational. Takes one look, knows where the run's coming. Beautiful little chip ball on the foot of Meunier. Just taps it over, and Holland doesn't got to do anything but put it in the back of the net. That was just a weighted ball. Absolutely perfect. One touch from Meunier. Knows exactly where Holland is, and our poacher isn't going to miss that. So with that, it's 3-0. We're looking absolutely pretty going into this game. So I'm expecting some halftime switches. But yeah, I mean, going to Bruges, man, I wasn't expecting this game. But that's awesome. And yeah, so I mean, up to celebrate our 3-0, guys. If you weren't on the stream already, we have the surprise coming out tomorrow. The big surprise I've been talking about that involves the team itself. The video's been made and it's dropping tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys will really like that video, so be sure to subscribe if you're new around here to make sure that you keep that in mind. And I hope you guys really enjoy it, because I'm very much excited to get this video out for you guys. And what a beautiful way to do it off of a already 3-0 first half lead. So the boys are playing very good. Absolutely love it. And we got some messages here to jump into. But Joe, you saw the Super Cup. It was a close game. We did better than Barcelona. We have to give you a good fight, maybe a 2-1 win. Who do you think we should buy or sell to improve our team? But yes, Footy X HD. Dortmund's on good form. I mean, we got a lot of... What's not to love about the club right now? Finding a formation that works. Finding the personnel to jump in the positions. Holland's on absolute fire again. Hummels has just transformed the back line. The team's playing good. On top of the fact we just nailed 3 first half goals. So for me, that's just absolutely fantastic. It's exactly what I want to see going into the weekend. But again, I've said it already like probably 6 or 7 times on this stream. We need to make smart subs. We got that dream start that we probably no one really expected. But now we got to make sure our players who we need for that Bayern game stay safe, stay healthy, and come off when they need to. So we're playing very well right here. Akanji looks... Oh, Dennis comes in, goes out for, I believe, a corner. Well, that's awesome. And Meunier got an assist. So the team, the player that we wanted to keep an eye on, returning to his former club, comes on. He almost scored the goal. He just missed it for Hazard to tap it in. And then he gets an apple, which was a fantastic run. I've been saying on the channel that Meunier does have a lot of great runs. He just has an awful ball. He shut me up right there because he had a beautiful run and a nice little ball. But we, looks like, defended a nice corner there. Swings it back in, but no one is there for Club Brugge, and it's cleared nicely out from BBB. And we're just playing great. I gotta love it. But who do you think we should buy and sell to improve the team? Well, for me, I would say, like, I still want a striker. I've always wanted a striker for this team because we've lacked a backup striker for years now. However, the quality, but I mean, we got Mukuku coming up. So I guess in January I can give you a better answer for the striker, because if Moukoko comes and hits the ground running, we got Moukoko and Holland now. So, I mean, you can't argue with that. But for the terms of other players, I mean, a center back for sure. Just to add a little bit more depth to the team, I've been talking about Boubacar Kamara for a long time now. And it's just because he's a versatile young Frenchman in Marseille. I would love to see him at the club. I don't think he'd be... Oh, Brugge had a good chance there, but just wide. I don't think it'd be too hard to fit him into our squad. He's young, he's excited to learn, he's a good player. And Marseille would be looking for a... Oh, but look at that ball again. Oh, dude. Our guy. Our featured player of the month. Mo's Mustache Month, guys. Ugh. But yeah. For me, it's hoping Moukoko strives as a striker for another option for Holland. Boubacar Kamara is someone I would look at. Look at this space. I'm sorry, I just keep getting intercepted. Because Mo Dahoud just does so many wonderful things on the ball. Comes into him with pressure, takes a couple touches, takes a turn, lets 3 guys go the other way, and now he's just chilling with the ball and setting up the play. And I'm just absolutely just pumped the way he's playing, and I want to see this continue for us as we get going here into our big game against Bayern. But yeah, so I want to see Kamara come in. I don't know if that's a rumor or not. Obviously, Moukoko hit the ground running, and then, I mean, I would look to ship out Schultz if I'm picking one player to go. For his sake, I mean, it doesn't look like we're going to go back to a wing back. He's never going to get in front of Guerrero. And then if we're keeping with the 4-2-3-1, we have 2 natural left wing backs in Guerrero and Schultz. So if we let Schultz go, he can find a system that works for him, get another start. We can hopefully pick up a more natural left back, because Guerrero, like we talked about, is a wing back, and just having that little bit of extra just depth in the team, someone who naturally plays the left back position, can be good to go. But yeah, so that's what I would do for the team. Sorry it took so long, just Dahoud is playing, too well. Hummels is the best versus Bielefeld. 2 goals, better than Lewy. Yes, Hummels is a better scorer than Lewy. That's what we know. I like that. But no, he is playing fantastic. And he's obviously being missed, but Axel Witsel is playing well right now as our makeshift CB. So I guess, I don't know, like, kudos to Witsel, because that wasn't really what I was expecting. I was more expecting Piszczek. But Witsel and Akanji seem to be playing pretty well today. Hopefully, we go for a forced clean sheet, and Hummels comes back healthy for our Bayern game. Let's go. Assist from Meunier. You gotta love it. Wow, what a team. Haja BVB. Glad to see we're clicking as a team. Yes, we absolutely are. The 4-2-3-1 is absolutely shining. The boys are looking good, and I'm very happy. Uh-oh, we got called out. You were way off your prediction, Josh. That's just great. I was on a good streak. I don't think I've ever predicted 3 games and the scores right before. So I said 1-0 in the Club Brugge game. I thought it'd be a little more compact and we'd be a little bit nervous. But in my opinion, I thought Holland wasn't going to make it. So that goal threat just comes in right there, and 2 goals from him already. My prediction's way out of the corner, but I don't even care because we're up 3-0 in the first half. That's well defended there by Akanji, who is playing very well. But we are looking good. We're looking compact. We look good on the ball. And my boy Dahoud is just sensational. So let me know what you guys think about our featured players of the month. We've mentioned that Dahoud is our November one. Let me know who you want our December one to be. It's Christmas. Try to link up the theme. I'm thinking maybe Hummels holiday month. I don't know. But let me know what you guys think. Dahoud is our man that we're focusing on this season, or this month, sorry. But yeah, what a forward he is. Hype for tomorrow's vid. Yes, Kevin, you guys will like the vid tomorrow. We're lucky enough to get reached out from Borussia Dortmund, so we have a very awesome surprise coming from you guys. So be sure to keep an eye on our video. 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. We're going to be doing it as a bit of a premiere, and you're going to see an awesome surprise we got for you guys on the channel. And we're just hoping to keep growing. I love seeing all you guys from all over the world come together for these games as we cheer on the boys. And we're on a roll, guys. I think it's the streams. We're just giving them too much support because, I mean, our streams have been on fire now. We're looking to go 4 clean sheets in a row, 12 points from a possible 12 points in 2 competitions, and the boys are playing great. But, oh, that's some nice working play there. Nice ball out. Here comes Hazard. Will he get there? No, he won't. Well defended. Well in. That's all right. 3-0. All I hear is catching some dough. Yes, he dropped... Our No Plays Games dropped $750. or pounds. I'm not sure exactly what the currency was, but he dropped 750 something. And I think he said his takeaway was 450. So he's looking very pretty right now. So you got to give him a huge shout out here. But we did gain a new subscriber, so a huge shout out for our subscriber, Asbeta Fernan Adeva. I'm so sorry. That's absolutely not close, but I tried to give you a shout out for subscribing. I really appreciate the sub. We're on our way to 1,000, but I'm sorry I just can't pronounce your name. But let me know where you're from. I'm very curious to see where you're watching the game from today. Let me know where all you guys are from, because I love seeing the worldwide fan base we have for our beloved club here. And with our support, we're obviously up 3-0. 5 minutes left in the first half. I think everyone here on the chat could be pretty pumped about that. But I think it'd be better for us for sure to invest in a CB. Yeah, let me know what center backs you guys are thinking of. Boubacar Kamara just comes to mind because I've watched him a lot in Marseille. He's just a talented, very talented young center back. He's versatile too. He can go as a CDM. Oh, they're on the break here. Emmanuel Dennis with a little bit of speed, but Witsel looks to be on him. And look at that. Like, the boys are just pressing very well. And he's just got nowhere to go. They're running out of options. Nice ball, though. Bruges got a little bit more possession here, but, I mean, it comes natural when we're up 3-0 in the first half, as Buddy just trips on himself. Brandt with an... not enough on it. That's all right. Yeah, but that's who I'm thinking of, is just someone who comes to mind. And Marseille had a little bit of money issues, so I thought he'd be someone we could get cheap. Maybe about 20 million for a player who's 20 years old. Good center back, plays in a top club in one of the top leagues. So for me, he's just someone I can want to look the team to invest in. And he fits our model too. Reguni as well, Footy XHD says. I believe he's on loan at Rennes right now in Liga. I thought he'd be a natural someone we could get on loan too, as he went to Rennes on loan. So I'm surprised he's someone we didn't really target as well, because he's a good defender too. He's got some injury problems, which has kept him out over the years. But he's a solid center back, and as you mentioned, he's good with the ball. But Club Brugge is on the break here. They got this most ball I've seen them have. And I'm expecting... Oh, look at that. Oh, some nice toes there, but it's well defended by the boys and chipped out. But it looks like we're reverting a little bit. Bruges has had the ball over the last couple minutes or so, but... And that's a nice little ball in the box, but it's defended by Witsel, who's playing great as center back, by the way. Let me know if you guys agree with that. I mean, I wasn't expecting him to play center back. I thought it'd be Delaney. Oh, Holland, nicely done. Pushes him off the ball. Finds with space. Here he comes. Ran out of room, but Hazard still got it. That's all right. That was a nice ball. That was a nice ball. Lot of attacking ability, obviously, that Holland has, and it comes from his strength as well. Rubbing the guy off the ball, looking for a nice little pass. Wasn't quite in Hazard's stride, but it was still a nice play. And we got it. Brandt with a nice switch. No, I was lying. It was a poor switch, and it's out for a goal kick. What are your predictions for Gio and Holland partnership? I think for Gio, to get the best out of him, we need him to play as the center attacking mid. There's no way we're leaving the 4-2-3-1 anytime soon. He doesn't play that well as a left attacking mid or a right attacking mid. He needs to play through the middle for me. So for him to be successful, for him to stay in the team, he's got to beat out Brandt. He's got to beat out Royce, which is a huge task to do. Otherwise, like today, I haven't noticed him too much. And I just don't think he's going to really shine unless he can get where he's most comfortable. But Bruce has got the ball here a little bit again. Things are opening up a little bit more, which we haven't seen of late, just because we've been dominating the ball in the last few games. But Bruges with a nice shot in, and it's well taken by Berkey. Small clap, small clap. But yeah, the boys are looking good. But Schultz not playing the entire season. Yeah, I don't know if Schultz is going to play at all. We saw Paslak getting in on left back before Schultz, so I think he's going to be, probably for himself, is going to have to look to go to another club if he wants to get any kind of minutes this season. We winning the Bundesliga this season, boys. Oh, you got to love it. Love the optimism. Will be a very, very strange and long and interesting season, but I'm hoping that is what's happening. We're on the break here, though. Looks like Brandt's out. That's a poor ball again. That's all right. What's your... Oh, I read that comment. Where are we? Are you and George going to make a pre-match for the Classica? I believe we are. I've talked to George the last couple of days. I'm not sure if it's going to be a preview for the channel. It's going to be a recap. We're definitely not doing the watch-alongs together. We'll be doing two separate watch-alongs. But on one channel, we may get a preview up, and on the other channel, we may get a recap. I need to talk to him again, but that's a nice ball there by Guerrero. But we're going to do something. I mean, we have to. You guys like when me and George get together. He insults me, I cry, and we just, carry on like that. But it should be fun. I'm very excited for the weekend's game, and obviously we're doing a watch-along as well, so be sure to check that out. 3-0. What the fudge? I know. I feel you. That's that's not one, not two, but 3 first-half goals. We've shut up the critics of saying that first half goals were just undoable for the team here. So that's awesome. But we're in injury time right now, and the game has opened up a little bit since we've gotten that 3-0 lead. We've kind of dropped back a little bit, let Brugge have the ball, which is okay. They haven't really created too much. They have come near the 18, but haven't done too much with it. But then they spread themselves too, when they put so many men up and they get intercepted like that. We saw if the balls were a little bit better, we could have broke down the other way. But we're looking good, and we're playing well, and we're hoping to keep it going here in the second half. But yeah, it's a nice ball out. They have I don't remember seeing Schalke, Bielefeld, or Zenit have this kind of not that it's crazy pressure, but at least Bruges is trying to do something with it. The other teams just sat back. We ran them in the ground, which was a part of obviously the strategy I thought Faber had was just dominate the ball, run teams in the ground, make their legs tired, and then hit them in the second half. Now it's gonna be interesting to see how that strategy is gonna change because we're up 3-0. That's nice ball. Will Haaland get there? But nope, Mignolet comes and claims. Yeah, we're up 3-0 in the first half. So strategy change there. Oh, go for goal. Do it. Oh, he didn't. Didn't have the cojones to pull that one off. It's a poor ball by Haaland. But yeah, so I mean we're seeing our possession not be as dominant since taking a heavy lead, but that's understandable because we don't need to push so much. We're not pressing near as much either, so we're giving Bruges a little bit more of the ball. I'm not worried about it. Maybe down the line, it's a nice little run by Meunier. Got to give him credit there. Finds Hazard. Nice little chip in the box, looking for Haaland. Well defended, but it's onto the foot of Dahoud. Oh, waiting for Dahoud to get one. It's Mo's mustache month on the channel. We need him to get one. But there's our first half. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. 3-0 for Dortmund over Club Brugge in the first half of the game. That's sensational. Producer T is going to bring up the other scores so we can digest them a little bit, and we'll go over our ratings. So right now, guys, in the comments, let me know. Just pick a player, give them a rating, and we're going to try to get some ratings off for you guys quickly before I dive into the other scores and read some comments here. But I say to Debo. Oh, where'd he go? Yes, to Debo, but I'm remembering for the Haaland had a little fight. I thought Debo was going to be a shoe-in signing for us. We were linked with him, but maybe Haaland's argument had something to do with it, Brandon. I'm not 100% sure. He obviously went elsewhere, but I mean, is what it is. Watching from the Netherlands, 5 hours drive. Woo hoo hoo. I've been to the Netherlands when we backpacked through Europe. Beautiful country, and we went actually from Netherlands to Dortmund. There we went from Amsterdam, so that was fun. And yeah, beautiful city. So that's cool, my friend. I did not know you were from Netherlands, but yeah, Man United would hammer Bayern. Celta Vigo fan. Ooh, Celta Vigo fan. That's an interesting one. You going to live Dortmund Bayern? I'm assuming you mean like live stream. We are going to live stream in the Saturday game between the two. It's going to be a lot of fun, so definitely be sure to check it out. It's the game that I'm the most excited about. I get very nervous when we play Bayern. I'm very usually talkative in my live streams, but most of the times I've watched the Bayern and Dortmund games, I just kind of sit here and panic and be sad because a lot of them haven't went our ways, but a lot of them has. I mean, the DFB Pokal game where we won 3-2 with Dembele's goal was screaming like a child, and the game with Paco as well. But yeah, I'm very excited to watch that, but I'm very nervous as well, and I really want us to win. Hey, is Gio playing right wing now? Yes. He started out on the left. He switched over to the right. Him and Hazard switched. You see wingers obviously do that a lot just to try to switch off on some of the fullbacks they take on. But I haven't noticed too much from Gio in this half, and it's because, like I mentioned, he plays a lot better through the middle of the park. Brandon says that Leipzig is equalized and it's 1-1 now. Is there any chance you convince Alphonso Davies to switch to Dortmund by speaking Canadian to him? Yeah, it's been a struggle. Obviously, being Canadian and being like I love watching the Canadian men's team play when they do. I actually had coffee with our assistant coach not that long ago and just shot the shit with him. It was awesome, and just talked about some of the players. I worked with Forge FC a little bit, as well as York 9 FC in our Canadian Premier League. So it's been kind of cool watching the Canadian sport grow. I know we call it soccer here. I'm very sorry I dropped the S word again. It is football, but in the North American culture, it's pronounced soccer. I'm sorry. So it's been awesome watching it grow here in Canada. So watching someone like Alphonso Davies, a player who fits the profile that Dortmund would like to take a chance on, get picked up by Bayern, win a Champions League. It's such a torn decision for me because I want to see him do well, but he's playing for the one team I would do anything to see them not do well. So I digress, but no, I don't know. I can give him a shot. Send him a message. Hey, I'm a Dortmund fan, man. You're playing for the wrong club. And then watch him ignore me. But I would love to see him come to Dortmund, obviously, but I can't see that probably ever happening. Unfortunately for us. But TTV, JJD, TTV squad. I like it. Who scored the goals? I got a recap here. First goal was scored by Hazard. It was a nice ball into the box by Delaney. Meunier missed it, and then it was a tap-in from our boy there. And then 2 goals from Holland. Got us to a 3-0 scoreline right here. Is there a chance Club Brugge would come back? If you're thinking about pulling out your bet, absolutely don't pull out your bet. You're going to be fine. Knock on wood, we should be able to see this game out pretty easily here. Long-range passing needs to improve a bit. That is a good point that you mentioned there. Our long-range passing comes a lot of the time from Hummels. We all saw his outside of the football into Sancho in the last game. Just about puked in my mouth watching it. He's such a good ball-moving player. He does so well when he's on the ball and likes to lead out from the back. But in this game, I did notice that. There's been a few balls that I'm like, okay, we got a little bit of space here. We had someone making a run, and then the ball was just completely overshot or completely underhit. So yeah, I do agree. That's probably the one negative thing I'd take about the first half, but we are up 3-0, so that's absolutely perfect. If Gio and Holland should decide to return to the land of their births and play for Leeds United, remember you heard it here first. I'm assuming Dwight is a Leeds United fan, and I hope not. I see Gio staying at probably the club a lot longer than Holland. I'd love to see Holland stay here as long as he can, keep developing. I don't know what's going to happen if that release clause thing is legit or not, and if someone decides to buy him out, there's nothing really we can do about it. We saw what happened with Götze years ago. I desperately don't want to see him to leave. Not now, not before we win a title. And I think Gio loves the club. I think he'll be here for a while. But, I mean, you never know. I mean, the language in itself could be an attraction to head over to the Premier League. But for now, I'm hoping both the boys stay for as long as they can at Dortmund and hopefully bring home some titles for us. You never know. We're going to bottle it against small clubs before. Don't say that. Don't say that. We definitely want to win here. Erling Haaland, 8.4. I hope Club Brugge won't make a comeback. Otherwise, I'm broke. I hope desperately they won't either. And Brandt today did many missed passes. Yes, our passing honestly hasn't been outrageously good. I mean, we got a 3-0 lead, very important, but yeah. So I'm just going to quickly rip here through our starting 11 and see how we did. So Brugge's got a couple okay saves, so I'm actually going to give him a 7 out of 10. Meunier's been playing pretty well. I saw him with a couple decent dribbles. He got that assist, nice runs. I'm going to give him a 7.5. Akanji, a 7, hasn't done too much, but Witsel, I thought, has been playing very well, having to adapt into a center back position. He's had a few decent chances of just being able to shut people down. I'm very impressed with how he's playing. And yeah, so I'm probably going to give him an 8, just purely because he's going in a position he's not used to, and he's doing very well at that. Guerrero's been a little quiet. I'll probably give him a 7. Dahoud's been playing great. That ball was sublime. Beautiful, beautiful pick-out pass, and I'm just all about Dahoud at the moment, as you guys know. So yeah, so we're going to keep Dahoud with an 8.5. He's going to be our man. He's our featured player. We got it. Delaney had a nice assist, or well, lead up to a nice assist to flick on from he might have got the assist. I'm not sure. I don't think Meunier touched it. Either way, Delaney's playing great. I'll give him a 7.5. Looking on the right, and I just saw mentioning Reyna, Hazard and Reyna have been switching. Reyna's been pretty quiet, and it kind of sucks. I was hoping for him to have a good game because he's been kind of quiet of late. But again, he's best as his cam position. When you're playing the 3-4-3, playing just under the striker, being interchangeable with the likes of Royce and Brandt. It suits to his qualities. Playing out on the wing isn't doing it. For me, it's got to be Sancho and Hazard for us going forward in your Ram and your Lamb. But so for me, Reyna's a 6. Like, he just hasn't done quite a lot. He hasn't been anything wrong, but just considering how the rest of the team's playing, for me, it's nothing special. And Brandt, again, like a couple people mentioned, Brandt's actually been a lot quieter than I anticipated. So I'd probably give him a 6.5. I mean, just not enough. And then Erling Haaland, I mean, yeah, we're going to give him a 9. Someone put an 8.4 for the XHD. I'm going to give him a 9 because he scored 2 goals. Hopefully he'll come off with some rest, but I mean, he's been playing fantastic. But before I get into it, guys, if you are just jumping on the stream now, huge announcement, huge video coming tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock a.m. in Eastern Standard Time, with that surprise from Borussia Dortmund, which it involves. So, make sure you check that out. And if you are new around here, subscribe. We're on our way to 1,000 subscribers, and we appreciate it. Another announcement is, obviously, you see the mustache. I grew it by choice. I grew it for Movember. We're raising money for men's health, so the link's in the description if you guys want to check that out. And I also recently went on a little podcast at Over the Bar. They did a new Bundesliga show, invited me on. They were awesome to talk to, and it was really awesome. If you guys want to do a listen to that as well, that link is in the description. You can check that video out as well. They have a lot of good insights, and it was a really fun video to shoot. But yeah, but for right now, we got a couple more comments to get in. And where was I? Hey, is Gio playing at the moment? Yes, he is playing Omar. He is playing on the wing, and he's not playing overly well. He's not playing bad, but we wanted to see a lot of excitement from Gio, and for me, it's got to come in the center attacking mid position. He's just not that winger, and just like Marco Reus isn't that winger anymore. We have our best wingers are Sancho and Hazard, and we got 3 very, very high quality center attacking mids in my opinion with Royce, Brandt, and Reyna. So I don't know what's going to happen with Reyna, but to break into this team, he's got to play at the 10 position for me. If we sell Sancho in the summer, we can put an offer for Haaland, a new contract, and a pay raise. Yeah, and I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, we have some huge names. The emerging talent of Gio Reyna, the already fantastic player of Jadon Sancho, and the numbers of 17 goals, 16 assists, and then on top of a 12 goals, 15 assists season, or 14 assists season. The English clubs are going to come for them. Obviously, Haaland as well. It's going to be very curious to see what's going to happen with these guys, but I don't know. I honestly don't know what to think if it'd be good. I don't want to see Sancho leave, but realistically, he may go, and maybe we get a tie down a player like Sancho. I totally take your point, or tie down a player like Haaland. I totally take your point, and maybe that's something we look into. But I'm just hoping that they stay for seasons to come, and we can bring home a title. Bayern should trigger the release clause from Haaland. How do we remove Brad from the stream? I need to look into that. But no, they absolutely... That was an argument I had this morning with someone who said that because Bayern saved us from bankruptcy all those years ago, they have the right and are entitled to our players. That pinched my nerve because of the Götze situation. Absolutely not. You should not trigger Haaland's release clause. If it is released, I hope he goes anywhere else in the world besides Bayern. That is just my opinion. Let me know if you guys... I don't know why you would ever want to see him at Bayern, but whatever. Where are we going now? Last Champions League game, Akanji was MVP in my opinion. Snipe City, welcome back to the stream, my friend. Yes, Akanji is playing great. Someone earlier mentioned that they didn't like the way he was playing, but I think Akanji's been a rock since he's come back from injury. I think the partnership he's creating with Hummels is just blossoming. I want to get him back as much as and desperately as I can because he's just sensational, and he just is finding that little partnership. Akanji's pretty quick too, so it kind of helps make up for a little bit of the pace of Hummels, but yeah, I mean, I'm very happy with the way Akanji's playing, and hasn't had a wrong foot in today either. I hope Brugge gets at least 1 goal because I feel bad for them. Well, I don't really want to see them get a goal, only because I like the clean sheets. I want to keep the confidence going, but I take your point, You never know, Dortmund might offer Haaland a secret contract that they did with Sancho. Yeah, I mean, for me, keeping Haaland, keeping Sancho, keeping Reyna, top priority. I desperately hope that we do, but I mean, you never know what's going to happen with football nowadays, By the way, Thorgan is better than his older brother, Eden. What are you thinking? I mean, I watched Hazard play a lot at Chelsea, like Eden Hazard. he was something else at Chelsea. He was, one, in my opinion, one of the top 5 players in the world. Since he made that switch to Madrid, he's just disappeared. He's gotten chubby. He hasn't been on form. He was another kind of player watching him in Chelsea, and to see how he just disappeared in Madrid, it sucks to see. So honestly, at the moment, Thorgan Hazard has a real shout to be better than his older brother Eden, because Eden fell apart. But overall, at the one points in their careers, Eden was just something else, and I absolutely used to love watching him play. But yeah, so right now, honestly, it's a fair question. I mean, let me know if you guys think that Thorgan's a little bit better. But saw it on Twitter, lol. FootyXHD saw that little banter. Yeah, it was annoying. If we didn't have our players poached, we would be a world-class team, but we are still staying among the top 5. Yeah, I mean, over the years, Dortmund's been a club to know to bring in and bring up a lot of talent. They like to go out there, make strategic signings. Gio Reyna, Jude, Sancho, Holland, all perfect examples of players who picked up for relatively nothing, brought here and turned into on the verge and have potential becoming world-class players, and then poached away. So I take your point. But I'm hoping to see a bit of a turn. Like, we had that title push when no one thought we were going to in 2019, and then we went and signed Hazard, Brandt, Hummels. So a statement that we were going to win. Then we regressed a little bit because we didn't have that title push the following season, really until COVID hit. So, I mean, I take your point, and I hope that the players I just mentioned are able to stay and continue to get better, and hopefully we can bring that title, because there's nothing better than watching us win something. Whether it be the Champions League, DFB Pokal, Bundesliga, which is for me is the goal, but I mean, I don't know. I was a Leeds fan in their glory days, but I think that Gio and Erling, since they grew up in the area, might still be. I mean, shout out to Leeds. I mean, they obviously were a historic club who spent a lot of years down in the Championship. They're back in the Premier League, so it's a lot of, I guess, satisfaction for a lot of those fans to see that their big club finally returned to the Premier League, and they seem to be fitting in pretty relative. Kind of similar to how Wolverhampton came up from their dominant Championship season and then just went up into almost a Europa League spot. That's how the Leeds team kind of reminds me of. Very good manager, and they'll have no problem obviously staying up this season. It could be there's an anti-Bayern clause in Haaland's contract. That is the goal. There should be an anti-Bayern clause in every little bit of Dortmund players' contracts. But if there are any Bayern fans out there, I didn't make the point, like they said, like, well, what about Hummels? Like, you've taken Brandt, you've taken Hazard. That wasn't the point I made. The person who commented earlier today mentioned that, just said that basically they're entitled to our players because they helped us in bankruptcy, and that's not how it works. If there's a release clause in Haaland's contract, if Bayern activates it, they really didn't do anything wrong. I mean, I would cry for several days, but they didn't do anything wrong. They played by the book. But they are not entitled to our players by any means. There's nothing in the contract that says Bayern has first dibs on our players, and I just didn't like the way that he addressed that. But, like, yeah, I mean, I take the points that it's all about improving your squad, and you try to get it from wherever you can. I mean, they picked up Lowy for free. That's for so many different reasons that should have never happened. But it did, and he went to Bayern, and it sucks, and it broke my heart. But the Götze clause was the reason that it struck my nerve, because I fell in love with watching Mario Götze growing up, and when he left like that on the verge of a Champions League final, I just couldn't bear. But I don't want to get into that now. I don't like crying in public. But we're back underway in the second half. We'll see how the boys adapt to being, because they've been playing of late with a draw going into the second half, knowing that they need a goal, getting a little bit worried. That was a nice block. But knowing that they were going to get a little bit worried, and then they were able to nick that goal. And now they get to walk into the second half knowing that they got a massive 3-0 lead. So it's going to be curious to see the way that they go. I'm hoping for early subs, as I've mentioned a lot of times already. But we'll see what happens. Where are we now? Bruges made it easy for us. And finally, an opponent doesn't just sit back at the defense and bore us. Yeah, and I mentioned that point. That's a great point you meant too. Like I said, after even we scored in the other 3 games and we took that lead, Zenit, Schalke, Bielefeld. Not one of them came back towards us. It was hilarious. You'd think that you're losing a game and you need these points, so you'd be able to offer something creative going forward. And they just sat back and they were just dead because we dominated in possession. Tail end of the first half, Brugge definitely had a little bit of ball movement, and we're obviously trying to help make the game a little bit more exciting, I guess, and even just try to not roll over and die. So I mean, I give them a shout out as well. But yeah, you know, is what it is. Where are we now? Norwegian polar bear. It's an interesting name. I like it. I'm going to need you to explain to me why you're called Norwegian polar bear, because I have no idea. I would be very surprised if not Bayern is seriously looking at Haaland as a perfect replacement for Lewandowski. I'm sure they are. I mean, there's been so many things in the past that suggest that there's no way Bayern isn't looking at Haaland. I just desperately hope that they can swing it in a way where any other club who's looking at Haaland will have first dibs over Bayern. Witzel, nice ball there, back to the keeper. But, I mean, that's be my opinion. You can't afford to, and you can't let him lose, and it just kills the fans. I mean, I don't know how many of you guys grew up. I'm assuming a lot of you guys probably did, where we saw Lewy and Götze leave to Bayern. I honestly can admit I'm not still right ever since that, especially the Götze one. It just killed me. But I can't see us letting that happen again, especially a player of Haaland's quality, and he's 20 years old. No way we're going to let him go over to Bayern and dominate there for the next 10 or so years. Not happening. They got to do anything in their power to make that not happen. But my stream is 15 minutes late. Oh, Luca, welcome back, my friend. Yeah, we're definitely ahead of that. We're in the second half now, and as you see on the screen with producer T's beautiful scoreboard. But the boys are playing good. Welcome back, Luca. Hope we'll see some rotation pretty early in the second half. Kevin, 100%. I want to see Guerrero come off, maybe Passlack come on. I don't have the lineup right by me. I'm going to bring it up because I want to call off some nice little subs here. But for me, I'd like to see Guerrero come off because he's going to be very important in the Bayern game. I'd like to see Passlack come on for him. Ooh, we got Schultz too. Renier, for me, needs to come on 100%. Renier can take off Haaland. 60th minute, give the kid some game time. We haven't seen barely anything out from the poor guy since the 80th minute. I want to see Dahoud come off, so maybe throw on Jude. I don't think Jude's going to start in the Bayern game. Piszczek can maybe come on for maybe Meunier or Akanji. Fun fact, read it today that Thomas Meunier has played every single game for us. He started every single game. The only player to do so that's crazy. I was very surprised about that as well. But yeah, those are probably the subs I would look to do to get some of our big hitters off. I'd like to see Dahoud get some rest because I'm very much expecting him to start. But here comes Haaland. Oh, it's a poor ball. Poor ball. That's all right. All right, where are we now? What is your predictions for De Classica? I don't like ever betting against my club, and obviously I don't like betting against Bayern because they always shut me up. But I mean, with the form we are, there's no way I'm possibly going to say Bayern's going to win. So I mean, I would say it'd be a close game, low scoring, 1-0, 2-1, and I'm going to say Dortmund because I'm obviously praying that that's the scoreline. But I think it'll be a close game. I think it'll be a great game, and especially if Hummels is back and Haaland's firing, I think it could be a good game. We're on great form. Not that Bayern's not, but Sula, I believe, has got COVID, I read. Davies is out. You never know. But yeah, drop a like on the stream, guys, if you haven't already. We really appreciate it. I see 29 likes. That's awesome. Thank you guys a lot for your support as the channel continues to grow. We had someone mentioned our boy who dropped $750 on this game. So huge shout out to Arno Plays Games. He said he's subscribed, by the way, but nothing has come up. If you subscribe to the channel and your account is public, you'll see a floating Josh who's in celebration. So if you're not subscribed and you're public, please subscribe to the channel. It means a lot as we keep growing. Got an awesome surprise coming from you guys that involves the team tomorrow. But then you're going to see a little celebration Josh and it'll pop up on the screen. But if your account is private, which Arno Games plays, I'm assuming your account is private. That's why you didn't pop up, which is why you wouldn't see the celebration of Mini Josh. But you know, I appreciate your subscription though, my friend, and I very much hope that you are on pace to win your $450 here, and you're not losing out on, you know, your $750. Iniesta and Xavi upgrade. Dahoud. Oh my. Footy X HD. Yes. Dahoud is I'm all about him right now. Again, if you follow the channel in any way, shape, or form, you know that. He's our featured player of the month. It's Mo's Mustache Month here on the channel. We're raising money for Movember, as you can see with my face. And it just works so beautifully that he's playing so well. He's dominating the midfield. He's got such good vision, and he had the goal on Meunier today. Took one look up, beautiful ball, beautiful run in the back of the net. I can't ask for much more for De Hood. For me, him and Delaney need to start against Bayern. Let me know if you guys agree. I can't think really of another CDM I'd rather start. I mean, Witsel actually is playing pretty decent at the center back, but for me, it's got to be Delaney. He thrives with Guerrero. But we're playing well. The game is a little bit more open in the second half, which makes it a little bit more entertaining, at least for us. But for the most part, it's looking like a very comfortable victory, hopefully, for us. De Hood's on the ball right now. And it's the back four has been playing well as well, which is awesome. Even without Hummels, you got to be worried just the form he's in. And to see the way that I mean, Witzel's he's a professional. He's very, very talented man. He's obviously versatile, and he's really slid into that back four pretty seamlessly. So I'm very impressed with Witzel's performance today. If Favre does end up leaving, would you go for Marsch, Rose, Nagelsmann, or someone else? Those are the three big ones that I talked about on the channel, was Marco Rose, Marsch, and Nagelsmann. I just found out Nagelsmann is a Bayern fan, so that makes me a little bit sick to my stomach, but he's obviously, from quality-wise, something you can't go wrong with, but I don't think we'll get Nagelsmann. No, just finding out that he's a Bayern fan and that he is still in charge of Leipzig. I can see Rose coming, and I can see Marsch coming. Marsch, especially because of the growth in the North American market, him being a U.S. manager. So, I don't know. I'd see one of the two, but if you're gonna press me on it, I'd probably say Rose is the favorite to come next season if Favre doesn't win anything and get a new contract extension. When will be the Pokal? I'm not actually sure off the top of my head when the next Pokal game is. I believe it's next month, but I'm not 100% sure. Stream on my Twitch. Not sure what you mean there, my friend. You can elaborate if you want about your Twitch. I'm assuming maybe you have a Twitch channel. Kevin, I mean, I'm pretty sure every club would like to have Haaland. I 100% agree with you. How do you feel about the Classico 2020 with BBB being the best defense and Bayern being the best offense? Well, I think the fact that both of us are playing the 4-2-3-1 right now is going to make it very interesting. Last time when we played them, we had two very drastically different formations. We played a lot with Hakimi and Guerrero, and now we're not playing with, obviously, Guerrero as much because we're in a different setup. We're on a roll right now with clean sheets. Brandt's on the ball. Nice little ball into have. Ooh, a little nutmeg there. Switches on out. We're going to get a cross in the box. Nope, we're not. We're going to circle it. But, yeah, I mean, I'm very curious for the game. Very excited about it. And if you guys want to join their watch-along this Saturday for the game, subscribe. Be sure to jump on because we will be doing a watch-along for it. And I will be very nervous because Bayern games just drive me crazy. But I think it's going to be a very good matchup. I think it's going to be a close game. I'm going to say 1-0, 2-1 kind of game. And I'm desperately hoping we can take a huge step towards a title challenge this year with a big victory over them. That's some nice passing play right here. We got Delaney on the ball. Nice ball into the box. Looking for De Hood. I need De Hood to score because then the celebration is clearly rubbing the mustache. But I want to see him. Please show us. No channel is showing this match. No, my friend, this is a watch-along. If there will be no one showing this match on YouTube, it would be stricken down from copyright issues. But this is a watch-along, so if you are a Dortmund fan, subscribe to our channel. We keep growing. We've got an amazing surprise coming up tomorrow for you guys. But, yeah, you need to get basically the zone for the Dortmund's Champions League games. You could look for ESPN Plus or BT Sports, Sportsnet Ontario for the Bundesliga. And, yeah, and just join the channel as our community here is cheering on the boys. And hopefully, oh, that's a nice header. Nice clear. I think that was by Gio. He hasn't been doing too much offensively, but he had a nice little clearance off the line there. That was a nice header. And, I mean, I think Berkey would have got there either way, but well defended by Gio. Goal. Another corner by Club Brugge. Well defended. Looks like Brandt might get there first. Ah, he does. Offside. That's good. We won't sell any players to Bayern no more. Oh, I agree. 100%. No way we're selling any of our players to Bayern ever again. They can kick rocks. No, I'm sorry. I was aggressive. But I can't stand us selling players to Bayern. I hope we never do it again. And especially we got some De Classica predictions. BBB, yeah. Let me know what you guys think about the big game this weekend between Bayern. Throw in your predictions right now. I think it's going to be a very close game. I think it's going to be one of the best games in the past few seasons for sure. We're hitting top stride. I mean, hopefully another clean sheet. That'd be 4 in a row. The front four is clicking. The new formation's working. The partnership with Dahoud and Delaney looks fantastic. We have a featured player in the month. Sorry to get off track, but, got to mention the man of Mo Dahoud just playing sensational. He's linking all the pieces together. He's such an underrated player now for the team. Someone who I didn't think was ever going to break in. But my prediction, I'm going to say 2-1 Dortmund. There it is. I put it out there. I desperately hope it comes true. But I can't bet against the boys. You got to have faith. You got to have faith that we're going to have a performance like what we've been doing. The team's clicking, and we're going to get over that hump, and we're going to take down Bayern. No channel is showing this match. No, they're not. Brugge might get a goal. Our boy here does want Brugge to get a goal for, the love. I hope not. I do want to see the clean sheet, but yes, you're very right. They could get a goal and ruin our clean sheet, but just for momentum, just for that confident defense, I would like to see a 4th clean sheet in a row. Thomas Meunier did an excellent job there holding off Dennis to win ourselves a goal kick. He's playing well, man. I mean, if you guys are surprised, since the switch from wing back to right back, I mean, he's been good. He's always had good runs. Even as a wing back, he's been making good runs. But I mentioned it a lot that his delivery and his final ball has been so poor compared to what we were used to with Hakimi. That was a bad giveaway. But since he's gone to a right back, I mean, he has a little bit more defensive awareness in his game. Goes up when he wants to. He's even got in with an assist. So I'm pretty happy with the way that Meunier is playing right at the moment. Got the Breakfast Cuber saying hi. Got a couple highs on the channel. Hi, my friends. Welcome. Subscribe if you're new. What are you thinking about the start of the season? For BBB, I'm very happy with the start of the season. The Augsburg game worried me. The 3-4-3 worried me. Losing Hakimi, I don't think anyone really realized how much it would hurt. I think signing Meunier for free got people excited because he's a decent right back. Got him for free. Why not? That's a nice ball. Club Brugge is on the break here, though. And Meunier, back, as we just mentioned him. But he's clearly not a right wing back and not even close to the wing back that our boy Hakimi used to be. So I think switching to the 4-2-3-1, I felt a lot better about the team now. Since switching to the 4-2-3-1, since the Schalke game, the clean sheets, the performance, players stepping up like Dahoud, who I never would have thought broken into the team. Holland's obviously on another level as well. Delaney's playing well again. I think his partnership with Guerrero will be very key, with Guerrero sliding into a left back rather than his preferred left wing back role. I think we're just gelling. I think we're clicking, and I'm very happy with a 5-0-1 start. But a 6-0-1 start would make it a little bit better. How about the Norwegian nightmare? Holland is unbelievable right now. Can't be happier to have him on our club and hopefully to continue scoring. But we're approaching the 60th minute, and I might need to call up Favre and tell him to yank Holland off. We don't need to risk it. He's played 60 minutes now. He's clearly fit. We got Bayern at the weekend. Take the man off. I want to see Ranier come on for him. We haven't seen the poor kid at all since coming over on loan. He's played in under 10 minutes every time he's stepped on the pitch. So I'd like to see Ranier. If Tactical Manager TV is still somewhere in here, he would get a little sensation seeing his Brazilian come on. But yeah, be sure, guys, to obviously check out our video tomorrow. I know I keep repeating, but I'm just so freaking excited for this announcement. And a huge kudos and a shout out to Borussia Dortmund for believing in our channel here and helping us continually grow. It means the world to us. And yeah, if you haven't, subscribe because you'll see Floating Josh. Leipzig turned it around and they're beating PSG 2-1. Let me know, guys, any of the other scorelines, because I don't have any of the scorelines up right now. We're on the TV here watching the game with checking out the chat. So, Brandon, thank you for the update. Leipzig is now taking out PSG, which I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe that makes PSG sit in third in the group, which would be hilarious watching them go out in the group stage. Thomas Tuchel would probably get fired. I'm thinking 1-1 or 2-1 BBB. Joshua, excellent. I like it. And I mean, I would happily walk away with the draw against Bayern, but we are at home, so for me, it would mean a lot. It would mean a lot for a victory, obviously. I'm getting those feels back to the 2018-19 season where Paco got that little dink goal. Absolutely beautiful. And yeah, if you guys are new around here as well, check out our Movember page. It's in the description. I had a fireman's mustache. I had to trim it down. Girlfriend did not like it, but look at Holland. Look at the strength on the man. He still got it. Out for a corner. And if you guys want to donate, it means a lot to us. I think we've got a couple donations already. Looking to raise some money for men's health, which is obviously the point of Movember, and we want to participate in any way that we can. I think BBB should start attempting outside of the box because we have players like De Hood, Brandt, Holland, and King Royce. That is a very good point. I don't know if you guys saw in the Schalke game, De Hood's one shot from outside that ringed off the crossbar, but that would have been one of the goals of the season. We do have a lot of talent outside of the box takers, whether it be free kicks and just in general. But something about Dortmund likes to do is just build up. I mean, before we've been kind of clicking, we like to do that kind of build out on the outside, do nothing with it, and build back. And ever since this 4-2-3-1, we've been a little bit more direct, not 100%, but a little bit more direct, and just going on and taking these shots. I totally agree with you. But we're on the break right now. Gio has a beautiful ball in. It was well intercepted and kicked out by Club Brugge. But our boy's on it. Mo De Hood taking a look. Ow. It's not like him of late. Gave the ball away. That's okay. That's okay. He's still sensational. We still love him. I think it's better to build up into the box for better chances. And that's what we've been doing. I mean, we've been a very possession-based team for the last 4 games. I don't think anyone can deny that. Right now, as we speak, is the most open the game has been in the last 4 games just because Club Brugge is down 3-0, have absolutely nothing to lose. They've obviously went forward, which has left a lot of space for counterattacks from both ways, which makes it a little bit fun, a little bit more entertaining for us here, considering it's a 3-0 game. And speaking of, Dennis is on the ball right now. He's against Witsel. Nice feed by Dennis there, but De Hood just about wiped him out. Some nice ball work there by Dennis, which is switched out back, and they're looking to put one in the box, which they're going to do now. Well defended and out for a throw. Thomas Delaney is playing very well as well. I'm telling you, him and De Hood is going to be something special for us this season. It's one of those stories that you love to see, and let me know if you guys agree. Did you really think that De Hood was going to break in this starting 11 this season? Because I honestly did not. Oh, nice save by Berkey. Going for the little chip, their captain was. But to see him jump in and take on the role of the CDM and the way that he is with Delaney has been fantastic. That was a nice save there by Berkey. But yeah, so I'm all about De Hood at the moment, and I'm hoping his performance continue because he deserves it. It's about time that he was able to break it into the team here, and I'm just very happy for him. But we're 64 minutes in, and I believe someone just mentioned that. I'm not even seeing our bench warming up. Come on, Fabra. Meunier, Hazard, and Holland needs to come up before the 65th. Again, 100% agree with you. I said 60th minute. I would have liked something at halftime. We're up 3-0. Someone has got to come off soon, and this is sometimes what we don't like to see from Fabra with his subs. He was shutting me up in recent weeks because he's been making early subs. But for me, one player really needs to come off, and that's Holland. He's got his 2 goals. We're up 3-0. We got Bayern at the weekend. It doesn't make any sense to me why he's still on the pitch. But I don't know. Something happens to one of our boys in these remaining minutes, I will be quite upset. What is the safe sites that we can watch the match? I mean, you'd have to stream it if you're not going to pay for like DAZN or BT Sports or something along the lines. But I mean, you can always try to check out a Reddit stream. I don't know too many. You guys can comment away if you have any. But I have DAZN and I have Sportsnet Ontario, so that's what I watch my games on. What happened to Schultz? It's the 47th minute on my stream now. Gonna take about 15 minutes to see the answer. I'm not sure, honestly, Luca, what you mean for Schultz. I can't think back to what happened, but I believe he's not on the pitch, so I didn't see I might have been looking at the chat, but I didn't see quite what happened, if he was warming up or what you were referring to. So if you want to let me know, Luca, I can let you know if I did see something, or if anyone else in the chat saw what happened to Schultz. The Bayern team are waiting on you this Saturday. Waiting to lose, I know. Crazy guys. No, it'll be a good game. I'm very excited for it. We're doing a watch along. Be sure to check it out. Hey, you're in Ontario as well. No way. Kevin, I am. I live near Woodstock, Ontario, if you have any idea where that is. So, we were talking to another viewer who was from Waterloo earlier today. I went to Conestoga College, relatively close. So, Kevin, if you're comfortable with sharing me where you're from, or let me know how far away you are from Woodstock, I would be intrigued. Because, yeah, I mean, it's great to find BBB fans from all over the world. On this channel so far, we've had... Oh, that's a nice workout play there. Out to the corner, Pomon Hazard. He's taking a look. Meunier, he wanted it. That's why he's jumping up. You gotta love it. He wants that goal. But yeah, we've had people even the stream today from Serbia, Italy. I know our one buddy who had to leave pretty early was from, oh, there's Dahoud. From India. We got people from Brazil, Argentina, England, Netherlands, Trinidad and Tobago. We got people from all over the world, which is my favorite thing about starting this channel and getting you guys involved with it, is just seeing where you guys are all from. And now, Kevin, apparently you're right here in Ontario as well. So that's awesome as well. Got a little bit of foot movement here, drilled in the box, but taken nicely by Meunier. Akanji ready to pocket Lewy and Gnabry. Yes. Yes, we are. I like it. I absolutely like it. What about Sane? Oh, we're pocketing everybody. It's Akanji is going to pocket everyone because he's an animal. We know that. It's going to be a good game, though. Kevin is from Pickering. 6-0 or 603A 3.0. Quite the name. I enjoy it. It says, hi, hello, your friend. And you're Russian. There you go. So if you don't mind me asking, who's your Russian team? Are you a Zenit supporter? Is that how you found this channel, maybe? I am from Israel, my friend. And again, I love it. Every time we do a stream, we find out a new country. I don't believe I have another viewer or a subscriber who is from Israel. Welcome to the channel. That's so cool. We got a man from Argentina. I didn't know we had a couple people from Argentina. So, Mateo, my friend, yeah, keep letting me know where you guys are from. I really enjoy finding out all the new subscribers we get and where you guys are all from, because it's super cool. Because I am just a random Canadian, you know. But that's awesome. I love seeing where you guys are all from. If Favre was to leave, Jesse Owens, Rose, Nagelsmann, or else. For me, Marco Rose is the main man. I would maybe look at Jesse Marsch. I do like him a bit, but I would almost want someone just a little bit more high, like just a bigger resume. But it's hard to know exactly where to go. But oh, my man's here's from India. What time is it in India right now? We had another subscriber who was from India who had to check off. He said it was about 1:30 in the morning. So if you're in India right now, huge kudos to you, because I believe it'd probably now be like 2 in the morning. But we're on the break here. Brandt's got the ball. He's taking a look at running out of options. There he goes. That's a nice ball. Out to Gio. Nice little touch. Out for a corner. That was a nice little rush there. It's always a good game between Dortmund and Bayern. Just wanted to see some attacking football, some end-to-end stuff. Well said. Well said. But I agree. Oh, 3 in the morning. I agree. And the last game that we lost to them to 1-0 was a tough one. But we just gained a couple subscribers, so that's absolutely fantastic. Thank you guys so much for the subscription. I'm trying to take a look at Maximus, I believe. His name, sorry, it's very, very tiny, but thank you so much for the sub, my friend. We're on our way to 1,000. And Mateo, another subscriber. A. If you don't know, from Canada, we say A. Finally, a sub. You want to be subscribed, guys. We got something awesome coming tomorrow. Set your time for 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. An amazing little video that involves Borussia Dortmund themselves. So that's super cool. Thank you for the subs, my friends. We continually grow on the channel and can't do without all your guys' support. And love seeing where you guys are all from around the world and just letting me know there. That's been so cool. 10:30 p.m. in Denmark. Got a Danish subscriber now. That's awesome. If you say Bayern will win on Saturday, I'll subscribe. Oh, no. I want the sub, but I don't know if I can do that. Can I turn that into a sentence where... Okay, I got it. Bayern will win on Saturday if the game goes through and Dortmund don't show up because of COVID. There you go. I try to turn it around on you. So I will, hopefully you're public, so you'll get the floating Josh and A a sub. Because a lot of people like to know that we say A in Canada. So we got some subs here finally though in the game. 70th minute, Marco Reus comes on from Julian Brandt. It makes sense there. And we got Jude coming on as well. I can't tell who's coming off for Jude. I had hope maybe Delaney. I don't know if Holland's coming off, and I'd be annoyed. And again, why not put Renier out? I really don't like... Sorry. I don't like the fact that... No, I believe Holland's still on. He's on the ball right there. Why? I'm not the doctor. I don't know exactly how much fitness Holland has, but I mean, I'd expect it, just especially with the game coming up, you'd want to get him off. It makes no sense to me why Renier wouldn't come on right now. 70th minute, but that's okay. I'm a Bayern fan, but still nice to see a Dortmund channel. Well, if you did sub, my friend, I very much appreciate it. It means a lot. We do some work with George from Bayern now, and so you will catch me a couple times over on his channel, a couple times he on I's, but it is nice, and I do really appreciate the sub, my friend. It means a lot. But we got the ball here into the box, but well defended by Club Brugge as they break the other way. We got our Danish friend who said it was 10:30 there. 3 a.m. I believe from our Indian viewer. That is a tough. I give you huge kudos for staying up for that game. Favre is not good at making subs. We need someone who's better. I've never liked the way Favre made subs. He has made decent subs in the past few games. But for me, it is just ridiculous that Holland hasn't come off. Especially, I wanted him to come off in the 60th minute. It's the 73rd minute right now. He's still on there. He's eating up minutes, which doesn't make any sense. I want Renier out there. I hope he comes on soon, but I have a feeling that Holland may play the whole game, which I don't want to see. I'm from Belgium, but I'm for BBB. That's beautiful, my friend. And you just maybe won some money off of them. 450 big ones. He's a betting guy, our new Belgian subscriber, so that's awesome. Who's your Belgian team, if you don't mind me asking? Is it Club Brugge? Is that maybe how you found the channel, or do you just it's BBB your main team? But there's our subscriber from South Africa, says it's 11:30. I don't know if that's AM or PM. I'd assume maybe PM. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, PM. Producer T's giving me the head up. Can anyone tell me what happened to Emery Moore? Emery Moore, yeah, that was a shame. He just didn't click that season, and went on his way over to Celta Vigo, which I believe he's not even there anymore. I think he's in Galatasaray, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, he completely disappeared. I was so hyped for Renier, but not playing, by the way. He's a good player. He's from Brazil and Real. But I expect more. But Jude and Reyna are a nice American dream. Yeah, Reyna is living the American dream. We all know that. Jude is a very, very young, talented Englishman coming up, obviously, through Birmingham City. Renier, oh, that's a nice ball. Holland again. Look at the pace on the man. Oh, that's a nice run, man. He's a big boy. He is strong. He just literally shrugged off two defenders, ran in the box, a beautiful driven ball, and I think it was just out of the reach. I couldn't tell who that was, but that was a close goal. But yeah, Renier should be coming on. Again, like I just mentioned, like there's no reason why Holland should be playing this whole game. I hope he comes off sooner rather than later, and I hope Renier comes on because he's really the only other player on the bench that can play in that striker type role. So, and he hasn't had any minutes, but Favre keeps bringing him on with 10 minutes left to go in the game. He's not going to do anything in those kind of games. But do you know Russian words? I do not know any Russian words. I barely know my English words. But you can test me. You can put a sentence in if you want me to guess what it says. But yeah, I definitely don't know any Russian words. If I had to guess, Holland is greedy for the hat trick. That is a yeah. We do have another sub though coming on, and that's past that coming on for Reyna, which means if I'm guessing, Guerrero's probably going to go a little bit more upfield. Pasak will slide into that right back position. Still rocking the 4-2-3-1. But yeah, a little annoying that Holland's still on, but I'm not the doctor there. Maybe he was given the green light to play both, but for me, there's no reason why he should still be on. JJD, guess what? Oh, where'd he go? Sika Blat is... Producer T's laughing at me. I don't know if I said that correctly at all. I'm assuming I didn't. Guess what that is? I have absolutely no idea what that is. I don't know if I just cussed. Did I cuss on the channel again? It's slang. It's a Russian word that's the slang. I have no idea. You can let me know though, because maybe I just cussed on our channel. We try to keep it clean here, and Producer T told me I just cussed. So, yeah. I speak English badly. Well, at least you can maybe speak English. I can't speak Russian at all. I just clearly said a Russian slang curse word on the channel. So, you know, that's a first. You want to screw with JJD TV, just toss some Russian words his way, and I'll just apparently blurt them out. But, no, I give you huge kudos that you can... No, you don't. Don't worry. Okay. I give you huge kudos that you can speak any other language a little bit, because it's very impressive in my opinion, because I can only speak one. And obviously, if I'm going to look to learn another language, I would look to learn German. Clearly, I'm following Borussia Dortmund, and hopefully one day Producer T and I can head there when all of COVID is over. But yeah, I mean, that'd be the language I'd look to learn. But it is a very talented thing for people to learn other languages, and I'm very nervous to see if I can pull it off. I've been a Manchester United fan my whole life, and BBB have always been my second favorite. Axel Witsel is... is my boy. Axel Witsel is a beauty. Manchester United is obviously a popular team. A lot of people around the world are fans with them. A lot of people in Canada are big United fans just because Premier League has been the easiest league for the time being to watch in Canada. But now the Bundesliga is easier to access in Canada than the Premier League is, so that's perfect. But yeah, I grew up following Chelsea a lot, which is why I used to like Hazard a lot too. But Dortmund's always been my team. And it's beautiful that the Bundesliga is just growing in North America, and our channel is growing as well. And everyone who subbed today, I want to give you guys a huge shout out. It means a lot to the channel as we keep growing. On way to 1,000, and you guys who are subscribed will get a lucky treat tomorrow with a pretty cool video coming out. It's slang. Yeah, Producer T just held it up what it meant. I can't say those two words in English because, you know, get slapped. But do you know the Zenith Club? I'm assuming maybe you mean Zenit. Sorry if I'm brutally wrong about that. Zenith Club. I do not. I know of Zenit, but I don't know a Zenith Club. Someone wants to see a Club Brugge goal. I don't. I want to see the clean sheet. Will it be another goal? If I had to guess, I'd say if anyone wants to put money down, I want to say we'll see out a 3-0 win. If anything, I'm assuming we make it 4-0 before they make it 3-1. We look very compact. It's a good game all around. Brandt, oh, that's a nice flick on by Brandt there. And, oh, it's a bad switch, though. Right into Club Brugge's hand. We got a couple other languages dropping into the channel. I can't understand them. I'm very sorry. But here is a Russian word. I think you're saying it means hello because, wow, that is a... Never would have guessed that even that meant hello, but... I don't even want to pronounce it because I'm just embarrassing myself again. That's what I like to do, apparently. But, bro, who is your favorite BVB player? That man right there. I fell in love with Dortmund. I fell in love with Marco Reus years and years ago. And he's been my favorite player. And he's the reason I tried, even when I played the sport, I wanted to play like him. At the time, he was a left winger. He's more of a cam right now. But Marco Reus is just the passion for the club. The true leader he is. That 2018-19 season was probably my favorite season watching him play. He was lights out. And yeah, and he's always been my favorite player, and he will always be my favorite player. How did you become a Dortmund fan? It's football a big thing in Canada. I'm going to drop the S word again, but honestly, if you say football in Canada, they'll think you're talking about the Packers or Steelers or whoever, because football is a different thing over here in the North American culture. It's pronounced, and they call it soccer. But for the channel purposes, I try to never drop the S word because football is football. This is the real football. But it's a growing sport for sure. We just have a Canadian Premier League that just relatively opened. We're in its second season right now. I did a little bit of work with 2 of the teams. One's in Hamilton, Ontario. One's in York, Ontario. But they're decades off of growth to come anywhere near even the MLS. And it takes that kind of time, but it's a good start. We got some young Canadians obviously coming up. I think Alphonso Davies winning the Champions League brought a lot of awareness to Canadian football. Unfortunately for us, he's playing for Bayern. That sucks. But, you know, it's definitely a bigger market, and the Bundesliga is coming to Canada pretty easy as well, which is awesome to see. But Pasak's on a little break here. Oh, taken down. No foul. So, yeah, I mean, long story short, it's a growing project here, Canadian football. And the likes of Jonathan David and Davies is helping, Scott Arnfield even. So, yeah, I definitely love seeing it. I'd love to see a Canadian come to Dortmund. Maybe Jonathan David. He's not working out in Lille right now. I think there's a lot of potential there. He could be a secondary striker we go for. But yeah, no. For me, I became a Dortmund fan just because I played FIFA 2006, and the logo caught my eye. I really like the color yellow, and I don't know what it was about the team. I just did a career mode with them, and I mean, my family aren't football fans. My friends rarely aren't football fans. Hockey is a huge thing here in Canada, so for me, I was alone a lot of years following this club. I watch a lot of football all over the world. I try to keep tabs on every league I can, and yeah, so one day I just decided to make this channel because I wanted to see if there was other BBB fans all over the world that maybe football wasn't the most popular thing, or maybe in that league, in that country, wherever they may be, BBB wasn't the most popular club. I don't know. I just had producer T here who stepped up to the plate, helped us out, and yeah, we've had a lot of support on the channel so far. We continually grow. We've had the club reach out to us, so that's a surprise for tomorrow. You guys get to be very excited about, but it's been awesome, and I love seeing you guys comment where you're from. I know Siva, I don't know if he's still here, but he's a big one in Australia who's really enjoyed coming on the channel and finding all you other BBB fans, and it's been an awesome little community to bring people together. But Holland's coming off right now. 83 minutes he played. In my opinion, that's way too much. He should have never played more than 70. But Renier's coming on again for 7 minutes of football. So I don't know. What can you do? I would like to see more of him, but maybe Renier can jump on the score sheet right here. I'm at the BBB through Marco Reus. He's my favorite player. Haha. From the moment I am a fan. Mateo, very similar situation with you. Look at Renier's mustache. He's supporting Movember, guys. Let me know if you're supporting Movember as well, and if you've checked out the Movember site. And if you do donate even $1 or whatever it is, let me know. I'll give you a huge shout out because we're obviously looking to raise money for men's health through a beautiful charity that is called Movember. But yeah, Marco Reus, and it was a big reason I fell in love with BBB as well. I made a bet on +4 goals. Ooh, dangerous man. You got a chance here. Club Brugge is at least going for it. Unlike the other teams that we played in the last few weeks that sat back, Club Brugge is at least trying, which will lead them to be a little bit more open. So the chance for a 4th goal could come in. Sancho, it's the Jolly Joker. He is. I'm learning German in school right now, and it was a great choice. I took international business when I was at school, and I had to pick a language, and I didn't have German as an option, so I took Spanish, and honestly didn't learn a word because, you know, it's school. Games are on during the Spanish class. Why pay attention? Rookie mistake, Josh. Hi, Canadian BBB fan. Where on the leaf are you from? Bubba, welcome, another Canadian BBB fan. If you are new around here, subscribe, Bubba, and if you do subscribe, let me know because you will get a big shout out. If you're private, it won't pop up. You won't see the celebration. But I am from near Woodstock, Ontario. So let me know where you're from if you're comfortable doing so. It's been awesome. We had a couple Canadians pop up in here today that are from Ontario. We had a boy from, oh, he went for goal. Whew. It's a dangerous play. Berkey read it, though. We had someone from Pickering, Pickering's about an hour and a half from me. So that's not too bad, and it's awesome to see you guys join on the channel here, and we keep growing. So it's awesome to even find other Canadian BBB fans. So that's awesome. Glad you found the channel. No matter which club you support, you can never hate Marco Reus. Very true. Name a couple of Zenit players. Artem Zumbia is obviously a talented Zenit player. if I'm correct in saying, you keep saying Zenith. I'm not sure. I'm sorry. I don't know if that's correct. But if you're talking about Zenit, Artem Zumbia is a solid striker. I've watched him play for Russia. I believe he scored 17 goals last year. He's got 6, I think, this year. Douglas Santos is a solid left back coming from Hamburg. You guys got Barrios, who's the Colombian CDM, who's pretty talented as well. Along with your Iranian striker, can't think of his name at the moment, Azuma. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. But Zenit's a solid club. They had a couple of Argentinian wingers who I believe Raguni is gone now. And obviously they have Malcolm they picked up from Bayern, or from Barcelona, who's playing pretty well for you guys. I think he's out injured right now, but Zenit is, I guess, the Russian team I would follow the most, just because they're one of the bigger clubs. But like I said, I try to keep tabs on every league, just because football fascinates me. From the Chinese Super League, MLS, Saudi Arabian League, all over. I like to keep my eyes open. And for me, I saw a rumor that Pochettino was going to Zenit. I don't think that's overly true, but the manager is still in charge. But, bro, I think your tongue's falling out. You must be tired of speaking Russian. You have lost your streak of predictions today. I know. It's heartbreaking. I was on fire 3 games in a row, but 3 first-half goals. Very satisfied with it. Big performance all around. Got to be happy. Sevilla was losing 2-1. We just gained a subscriber, my friend. Huge shout out for the subscription. Means a lot. Channel keeps growing. Everyone who subscribes is just absolutely amazing. As I speak Russian here on the channel, we do crazy things here on JJD TV. Renier's on. We got the Rock outside. I'm a little bit behind, my bad. What do you think Marco Reus could have been if he never got injured? I think he could have been a world-class player. I still think he's a relatively good, a world-class player, because he's had some sensational seasons. He's done some wonderful things. But without injury, I think he could have went to somewhere else. And who knows what his career could have happened. But I'm grateful that he stayed with the club he loves. I'm grateful he's our skipper. And I'm hopeful to bring him a trophy before he hangs up the boots, hopefully for us, because I don't want to see him play for anybody else. He's my hero here. But yeah, Marco Reus would have been insane and one of the loyal Dortmund players. He still has many years to create a legacy. Absolutely well said, my friend. I love the mustache. Dylan, thank you, my friend. We're doing Mo's Mustache Month. Mahmoud Dahoud is our featured player of November. It is for his beautiful mustache, as well as he's playing some fantastic football at the moment. So we're trying to raise money for men's health, obviously doing that through Movember, so our link is in the description. We got Bubba, who just subscribed. Thank you, my friend. Really appreciate it. Producer T's over here dancing. It's always fun. But I really appreciate all you guys who are subscribing. Dylan as well. As I talk about the mustache, I think you probably only subscribe because you like the mustache, and that's perfect. That's fine. I had a fireman's mustache. The girlfriend didn't like it. We had to trim it down. But yeah, we're doing it for a good cause. So I mean, if you guys grow a mustache as well, let me know. But we're trying to do some awesome things here and raise some money for men's health, and we do so through the Movember. So that's been a lot of fun. But Bubba says that he is not Canadian, he's Norwegian. But been following for about a month. Decent channel. Dig your dedication level. Bubba, thank you, my friend. I really appreciate the support. I'm glad that you have been with the channel for a month now as we continue to grow, and you'll get a little treat tomorrow when you get to see our surprise through BBB. But I really appreciate you checking out the channel. I've been really enjoying doing the watch-alongs, just being able to communicate with all you guys. And we got an international break come on. So everyone who's watching it now, I want you guys to comment and let me know here, because I really need to know. With the international break, obviously Dortmund is not playing. So would you like to see a potential watch-along of Germany, a potential FIFA 21 BBB career mode? We're looking, a lot of people have been telling me to bring in FIFA content. Or would you want to see something along the lines of like a recap for you newer fans who've been following BBB, of their 2013 run, of their Champions League win in '97? I don't know. Let me know what you guys want to see, because these international breaks, as well as the break in January, we're going to have to come up with some fun content from you guys. So if you are interested in any of that kind of stuff, let me know in the comments. Right now, we're thinking of trying to get some FIFA 21 BBB career mode during the international break because it should be fun. The Saudi Arabian League. Why, bro? You know, I don't know. I follow players all over the world. So Giuliano was one I followed from his time at Fenerbahce, from his time at Zenit. He went over to Al Nassr, so I followed him a little bit there, as well as Musa, and had a Saudi Arabian buddy. I took international business, so I had buddies who were from Saudi Arabia, so it was kind of cool following their teams there as well. But yeah, I know I'm a weird football fan, but you know it is what it is. Do you play for fun? I played Canadian. I mean, I don't know how Canadian is versus anybody else, but I played competitively growing up. I played for college as well. I was a pretty solid outdoor player, but for me, indoor was my sport. I've always loved playing futsal. It was my main sport. Not my main sport, but it was one I think I was the best at. But I had a lot of fun playing for. I played for Conestoga College for indoor and outdoor, and that was a lot of fun. And I still play indoor a lot. And our indoor league's actually starting back up with some COVID restrictions. So, you know, a lot of fun. You see Sancho leaving next year. I think there's a strong possibility. If I had to pick between like Gio, Sancho, and Haaland, it would probably be Sancho leaving, but I obviously desperately hope he does not. But it looks like we got a couple other people putting in bets, winning in money, so that's awesome. But we're 15 seconds away from the final whistle. Pretty comfortable 3-0 win, and we're going top of our group, ladies and gentlemen. That's absolutely fantastic. Couldn't be happier with that. We got our friend there saying yes to all. So I like that. I mean, I want to make this, there's a final whistle. We got a big celebration. We got a little mustache rub for Mohammed. Mohammed's left the channel now. He's one of our Saudi Arabian viewers. He was one of the first people to comment on the mustache earlier, but I forgot. He told me he had to head out. So, Mohammed, when you do eventually return and you see we got a 3-0 win when you wake up, that's awesome. But yes, for the mustache, for the celebration for Movember and the kiss of the badge, we're gonna be celebrating because that was a great performance all around. Very comfortable from the start to the end. I love the way Witsel came in. He threw on the armband, jumped in position he doesn't usually play, and we looked like a very comfortable game. I was very satisfied with that. But a BBB career mode would be nice. So that's awesome. So that's what we want to hear because that's realistically what we're looking to probably do. We got a couple things in the works, trying to maybe do something along the lines of that 2013 Champions League run. You guys may see the ball right there. I bought that very early in their campaign. I watched every game that Champions League run when I was obviously younger at the time. But that broke my heart for several reasons. But I really enjoyed that run that we had. Obviously, Santana's goal to knock out Malaga and Lewandowski's hat-trick against Madrid. It was a beautiful run. Ended not the way we wanted to, but for a lot of new supporters, a lot of new fans of Dortmund that are following the channel because it's coming to North America, I would like to come and recap a lot of these experiences that you guys may not have followed because you didn't follow the club at the time. Even for myself, like I'm born in 96, so I was 1 at the time we won the Champions League. So honestly, I've been reaching out to some people and we're gonna try to put something in the works. But we got a Footy X HD saying, ever thought of playing Football Manager BBB Career Mode series? I've never actually played Football Manager. I've been recommended that. I think I have FIFA 21, so I think for right now I'd probably look at doing the BBB to Glory in career mode, but maybe one day, you never know. My whole goal about the channel is to get people involved in everything BBB. From FIFA 21, a little bit of content in there, from their history, from their watch-alongs, from anything along those lines. I want this channel to be completely BBB related. We got a lot of very cool things in the works coming up. We have a special guest that we're going to have coming on, which is a very unique guest. You guys will see why when it's coming on sometime next week, probably Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We may get that video out for you guys, but I've got a lot of you guys. I want to thank you before you guys head out for sticking around for the watch along and being awesome in the comments section. Really appreciated talking a lot with you guys. I too have grown up playing 4v4 rather than actual football, small courts. Would you say I sucked? Yeah, I mean, yeah. There's something about indoor. Maybe it's because I grew up playing hockey as well. I just, something that felt very natural when I played indoor, but it was a lot of fun. Got a couple of thank you bros. Not a problem. Thank you for sticking around. Toronto, Vancouver, and Montreal are always representing Canada teams on FIFA games. Are there any new candidates in the making? Some Canadian footy teams. This will be my last comment I address before we get off. But yeah, so I mean, I've seen Toronto FC play tons of times. I live an hour and a half away from them. Haven't seen Vancouver, but did a little bit of work with the Vancouver Whitecaps Academy, which they have one in London, Ontario. And actually a buddy who came to Dortmund with us lived in Montreal and checked out a lot of Impact games and said it was crazy there as well. But I don't see any, those are the three in the MLS. There aren't going to be any other Canadian teams joining the MLS anytime soon, as far as I know, because we created our own Canadian Premier League here in Canada. So, I mean, if you are curious in Canadian football, Google Canadian Premier League. We have 8 teams right now, Ottawa being the newest team there, and you can check in a little bit about it. But yeah, I said that'd be the last one. But a career mode in Football Manager would be nice. And yeah, and we'll definitely look into it. But guys, I really appreciate everyone who subscribed to the channel during this. I mean, it means a lot. Producer T had a little dance he was doing every time we get a subscriber. I really appreciate everyone sticking along through the watch along. We're obviously going to be doing this for the Bayern game. Huge game coming up. We'll be getting into our 5 takeaways. That'll be relatively soon. And yeah, I really appreciate everyone who's around here. And everyone can obviously be safe with all the COVIDs and whatnot going around the world. And until next time, guys, take care.